So in New York, they banned big gulps.
I know.
And if they did federal currency, if they did FedCoin, then they'd be able to limit like purchases of like a big gulp,
I
right?
mentioned at the press conference, the central bank digital currency, we're banning it in Florida. Now the corporate press is having an absolute spasm over this because it doesn't exist yet, all this other stuff, which is true, they haven't done it, but Biden's studying it. And what they want to do is they want to have that be kind of the, they want to get rid of crypto, all that stuff. This will be a digital dollar. Then they want to go to a cashless society. Once they're in a cashless society, then they have oversight and could change or prevent you from spending your money the way you want. It'd be like a social credit system. The media's like, oh, there's no plan to do that. They wouldn't be allowed to do that. I'm like, when has that ever stopped them? If you think that they could say, because of climate change, you can only fill up your car once or twice a week, and then the payments wouldn't go through, they absolutely would do that. And I think they found with COVID, they got away with a lot during COVID,
yes.
And I think they could get away more. If Congress ever authorized it, that would trump our state law, but I don't think Congress would authorize it.
Yeah,
I think we could stop it.
I stopped counting at 5.
Okay.
So.
You was just like, fuck it, I'm losing.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just. It's,
are you like learning things at least? Are you like seeing how the way I play?
The most I've picked up is the fact, because like, usually when I'm playing is like when I'm doing something else.
Okay.
So like I usually am just like trying to see where I can move and then
it's
just
like,
doing that real fast.
Yeah.
But like the one thing I notice is that usually I fucking try and play risky.
You really do. You play very risky, and it's just like.
And then I end up just, you like will play reactionary in the beginning, and then you switch from reactionary to straight setup. And then it's just freezing all of my pieces so that then you can take 2 and move them around however you please.
Yeah. That's the key. That's the fucking key,
Yeah.
bro.
So, something I've been thinking to do is literally just like look up what I'm fucking up on in chess and
Yeah,
like
that's
just
it.
look up a video and say, what am I doing wrong
What
in
am I
chess?
doing wrong? That's
And
it.
I imagine there's going to be 80 videos that'll just give me like, you're probably doing this wrong. But I just haven't gotten the willpower to study chess yet.
I get you,
Granted,
man.
I should, because you're fucking whooping my ass.
I am just like smacking you, man. It's kind of
Yeah, and I imagine you would enjoy to have like a companion around, somebody around you that you can play challenging matches with.
Hell yeah.
And
I'm about to cop a chessboard. I'm about to just.
I'd gladly do that because I wanted somebody to play chess with, and then the moment I found someone, you're just immediately outpacing me.
Right, facts. It's just
Like I wanted to learn together, and this man is fucking studying like he's going to school for it.
I'm fucking with it. It's the whole thing. I'm fucking with it though. Like I'm having fun. Playing chess.
It just baffles me that like
weird. I don't know.
you're the guy who
I
like
fuck with this shit so
reading a
hard.
comic book was too much reading,
fuck that
and
shit,
you're
man.
like, you know what?
YouTube video, nigga talk about it. That's it.
But you were talking about getting books on it.
Let's see. Nah.
You're gonna fucking study books about chess.
I got a few videos. You feel me?
This man has went from like no reading, I'm just vibing out, not doing much, just
Scholars
work-
checkmate.
to a wine connoisseur,
Scholars checkmate.
chess fucking grandmaster.
Scholars checkmate.
It makes no sense.
Scholars checkmate. That's it.
Dude, you want to hear how bad this mic is? I need some grease in it.
Damn, put some grease in that bitch.
Bitch is bad.
But yeah,
I think
definitely
this
do be, like-
happens to be the one that I used to be using up in Michigan.
Definitely do study the chess though.
But
Watching some videos and
welcome
shit.
back, Chef's Pot.
Chef.
Episode 18. We're back on the video.
Chef.
We're back with the old camera because the GoPro sucks cock and balls,
Chef.
which I didn't get to finish telling you. That the issue with the fucking GoPro splits it into 8 fucking parts, right?
Yeah.
So then I
It's just long as shit.
yeah. So then when I try and put them onto
It's
the
like 8 hours of just shit.
do you want the short version or the long version
The
of this
long
story?
version, what the-
Okay, so I get the GoPro. I finally get it ready to go.
Okay.
I record with it. We recorded
Yeah.
like an hour and a half. Fucking, I went to go and transfer it from my the GoPro to the fucking laptop.
Okay.
It'll show up in my devices, but doesn't give me like any options to do with it. Like I can't open it. I can't look at what's on it.
Oh.
It's just there. The only option it actually gives me is remove device. That's it.
So it's just like, here comes this space that you
Here's
just
this
delete.
thing, this Hero 9. You can remove it if you want. It's
That's
here.
it.
Turns out you got to download the GoPro fucking software.
Oh.
And then The software will export it off of the fucking GoPro onto your computer. Not onto that software, then save it to a file on your fucking shit.
Okay.
So, you know, just a useless extension to pull it off. So then I tried using it, and so then I tried using the footage on Sony Vegas to edit.
Yeah.
Literally, like, it's
Just shaky.
stuttering between every fucking shot and frame. So I was like, oh, this is fucking great.
You could have uploaded that. That'd been fire.
Dude, the audio, like,
Oh, okay.
like I'm trying to pair the audio to the video. And so when I took it off of the software, it gave me a notification when it finished exporting, and it goes, GoPro uses HEVC software, and it looks like your computer might not be up to date with that type of software. So you can go here to the Microsoft Store and
Like shit out of
download
date.
it if you have Windows 10.
Okay.
So I click the link on the GoPro site.
Everything.
Takes me to the Microsoft Store. I buy this extension for $1. Fucking download it, install it, fucking
Not
go,
everything's safe.
go to use it.
Okay.
So I re-download the shit. I delete it off of my fucking computer.
Still fucked up. Okay.
Re-download and have them export it again. Get the same notification again.
What the fuck?
So
just like-
why did I buy this? And then I can like look in my like extensions and my drives
Yeah.
on my drivers on my fucking laptop,
What
and
the
it's there.
fuck?
It has the HEVC fucking video extension. It's there. Just doesn't do anything for the GoPro software. So then, when I talk to customer service, they're like, "Well, instead of that, you could use this free software to reformat the videos." And I was like, "So why is your guys' first option for me to give Microsoft money?"
You're right. Yeah. Like what the fuck? It was like give you money. It doesn't work. What the fuck?
Oh, by the way, you can just do this.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
So I do that.
why didn't you tell me that?
Takes 35 minutes for each fucking piece of the video. So each of
Okay.
the 8 parts.
Yeah.
It's 4 fucking hours.
Just to get the fucking shit.
Like I started that shit before my sister came over. Then I went took a shower after my sister left. Then I went to the fucking Amazon interview. Then I came home and it was still going.
Wow. Wow.
Just for me to finally get them reformatted in a format that I can use on Sony Vegas, put them all on there, and
Gotta
if
get
I
that 4
sync
hours.
up the audio, so I put all 8 parts in, right?
Okay.
If I sync up the audio in like one part, later on, all of a sudden it's unsynced.
It's just fucked up.
Like the
Gotta copy
video
paste that shit.
is going faster than the audio.
You gotta copy paste that shit. Just put like a little delay on that shit.
The,
Like, oh,
the
they
issue
gonna
is
fuck with
it's 8 fucking parts, and like if it's a gradual fucking issue, I'm going to have to gradually, piece by piece, figure out the incremental numbers of, and I'm not doing all that for a video that already looks like shit. Like this thing looks as good as the GoPro does.
Hey, this shit fire. This shit fire.
Like I really think the GoPro
you gotta
probably
make the
needed
shit
more
look
light,
good, man. You feel me? You gotta
think
shit
the
out
GoPro
gold
needed more
fucking
light.
shits, man.
because like the GoPro's meant for outside.
Superfoods.
Light.
Superfoods, my nigga.
How are
You
the
gotta keep-
superfoods giving
you
us
gotta
light?
shit good, my nigga.
I
That's
be
the whole
I
thing.
was about to lie and say I'd be shitting good. I'd be
Horrible.
hemorrhoided up, bro.
Hemorrhoided. Damn, what the fuck?
It's milk and meat. That's my diet, dude.
Wow. What the fuck? You look like a fucking caveman. Like, why the fuck you just eating? What? Me, men. Milk.
Hey man, it's had its benefits. It's just the only
course,
downside
yeah.
is my butthole.
Well, as long as you don't shit yourself to death, you're cool.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Like and like, as long as I am, careful about it.
Yeah.
And like, because like what happens
about
is
shitting.
I'll go sit on the toilet and I'll
Yeah.
pull out my phone. I'll be watching something and be like, I don't feel like I'm done shitting, so I'll sit here for another half an hour.
Let me just see.
And then like sitting in that position causes hemorrhoids
Oh.
and like trying to
Right, just
get one out. So it's like now I just take short dumps. If I feel like I'm not done, but I'm not getting any more give, I just say fuck it, we're done. Wipe,
okay.
get the fuck out,
Okay.
and then you just don't deal with them.
All right. Well.
And then you get some preparation H to fucking combat the ones that are already there. And all preparation H does, I looked it up. All it does is thin the blood
Okay.
of the area you apply it. So like it would allow the blood flow to like thin in the swollen vein because that's all a hemorrhoid is.
Right.
Just swollen fucking vein
Inside your gut.
on your butthole.
Oh, on your butthole.
There are internal hemorrhoids.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get like internal ones.
That's
that
what I was
are-
thinking about. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, I'd be getting the externals.
Oh shit.
They're like on your butthole. Like your butthole get like a fucking cold sore. Yeah. And then they pop, and then you got blood on your fucking toilet paper. You never got you've never heard of a hemorrhoid? Like
I thought they was like inside. I thought there was like
no,
inside
you
thing.
thinking
like
a hernia?
inside. I guess I don't know.
Hernia is when like you tear like a muscle in your groin.
Okay. No.
No. Yeah, hemorrhoids swollen like blood
I
vessels.
thought hemorrhoids was like kidney stones. No lie. Is that like a something
No,
like
hell no. Hemorrhoid is literally just like overexertion, and then you get like a swollen vein.
that? Okay.
And like sometimes it can clot. Like I heard a story from a comedian where he was talking about like he had this ugly ass doctor, but this pretty fucking nurse came in, and the doctor, this old man doctor, had him bend over the table, and they're like, yep, we're gonna have to remove this because like the hemorrhoid had clotted, so they slice it open and they just pull out like this 4-inch fucking clot just out of his butthole. As this pretty fucking nurse is sitting there watching, and he's just like, "This is the most humiliating point in my life."
Damn, don't get hemorrhoids.
Yeah, hemorrhoids. Don't get bad hemorrhoids.
Don't
That's
get
for damn
bad.
sure.
Don't get the worst hemorrhoids.
You can get like some minor hemorrhoids,
like some
and,
4
you
out of
just-
10 hemorrhoids.
Yeah, like a 4 out of 10 hemorrhoid is chilling. Like that ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's the one I
Because
feel
like
like I could
hemorrhoids,
tolerate. no
hemorrhoids
lie.
can't get that bad.
They can't get to like a 9 out of 10.
It's not gonna like.
Like a 9 out of 10 hemorrhoid.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
not a thing.
no, it's not gonna like.
It's always like a 5.
Because it's not going to cause you, like, that much pain, and it's
Okay.
not going to fucking be, like, a lethal fucking thing. Like, there's no risk to it. It's just an annoyance. Like, when you sit down, your butthole's uncomfortable.
Oh.
Like, you know how scabs itch?
Yeah.
After that bitch pops, it scabs over. So your butthole itches like the sides of a scab.
So, whoa, like a fucking monkey.
It never stops. Yeah.
What are you doing?
So,
Scratching his ass.
so my fucking home remedy is Preparation H paired with cortisone,
Okay.
because cortisone is like the anti-itch cream.
Oh.
So it removes that. The Preparation H battles the fucking hemi.
Uh-huh.
So then you never touch your butthole.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Fuck the hemi. Fuck the hemi.
Fuck the hemi.
Fuck the hemi.
We stay away from hemis.
Stay
Thank
away.
you.
Fuck all them hemis. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And
man.
all I'm saying is,
whoa.
I will take
Learned
like
some shit today, man.
I sacrificed
Okay.
like I gained hemorrhoids by losing fucking warts.
Okay.
And I'll take hemorrhoids over warts.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had a wart? No, never. Sucks, dude. It's nothing like bad. Like, I've never got like the external like bumpy warts
Okay.
that like people get.
Like a
I always
pimple?
like. Have you ever? It's just like a little fucking knot of like skin that just builds up. It's not even like a scab or anything. It's
I'm
literally
thinking like a pimple type shit, but
no.
it's just like a little glob of just
like a
skin.
little fucking like imagine like a birthmark if it wasn't brown. Like
Okay.
if it was the same as skin tone and it was like layered skin. Like you know how an onion is layered?
yeah.
Like that but skin.
top.
And it's
Okay.
just like a little bulb. Those are warts.
Okay.
I get plantar's warts, which
Okay.
are inverted. They
Okay.
fucking go inside instead of out.
Oh shit.
So like as it gets bigger, it like goes through your layers of skin and can cause like actual pain and problems.
Damn, your body against you. What the?
Yeah.
It's like gravity. Is
So
like no.
when I was young, like my little cousin would get them all over his hands, Alex. But I would get plantar's warts on my feet,
Wow.
and like I got like 3 or 4 of them before I was like fucking 16.
Damn.
And like you just get them like frozen off. They
Okay.
like the liquid nitrogen little thing. They
Yeah.
just do it for like 30 seconds and then
It just pops off.
dies. It just dies over the next couple of days.
Okay.
Because it's just dead skin. Like, people will deal with plantar's warts at home and warts at home by, like, heating up a knife and cutting it off. Because, like, all the skin there is basically dead, so, like, you can dig at it with a knife and not feel anything.
Okay.
So, like, you can try and find the root of the wart and get it out.
Right.
So, like, people will do shit like that. I never did nothing like that.
Yeah, because that
But-
sound extreme as a bitch.
Yeah, because, like, when you do that, because I used to do it when I was younger, because I heard that you could do that.
Yeah.
I realized that doing that ends up making it more susceptible to pain, like when you're walking on it.
Yeah.
So I just the latest one I got was in Michigan. I got a fucking crazy one, and it was just right here,
Yikes.
on my heel. And like I'm telling you, dude, this thing was this big.
You was walking on.
That fucking big,
Pain.
like over the size of a fucking dollar coin or a $half coin,
Your
whichever
fucking
one.
heel just hood.
And it was just there, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger over like the entire time I was in Michigan,
Dude, what? What the fuck?
bro. And then out of nowhere, another one started right over here on the other side of my heel, like a littler one. At some point, I started like learning about the over inflammation in humans due to like the American diet and like why people have gluten allergies, even though that's never been a thing for all time and shit like that.
Okay.
And it's due to like processed seed oils and processed foods and things like that.
Makes sense.
Specifically the seed oils.
Okay.
Seed oils are horrible for us. So one
Damn.
of the
No peanut
major
oil?
dude,
No peanut oil.
peanut oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, fucking. I stopped using olive oil
Damn, even olive?
because I had like Stefan would get good olive oil and so does Nadia.
Yeah.
And fucking
no olive?
dude,
Butter?
I just cut it out and started only using butter when I moved back here. Like I've only cooked with butter for like almost a year now.
Butter's a great... It's a great thing. So
There's not a mark on my foot anymore.
Hey. Shouts out to butter. Fuck the him.
So,
Shouts
like,
out to butter.
I changed my diet really to like more meat and fucking like
Milk.
eggs almost every morning and shit
Okay.
like that instead of like cereal every morning.
hearty
So like
meal.
more real food
Yeah.
and no processed oils, just fucking butter.
Chilling.
And dude, like I will take no warts
For real.
and hemorrhoids over no hemorrhoids and warts.
That's facts.
Cuz you can never take off your sock around anyone. Like
That's true.
you with the biddy and she like rubs her foot against yours and she
She
feels
like-
it. What the fuck?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, damn
What is
crater
that?
on your foot.
Nah, get out.
Get out of my bed. That's contagious. I don't want it.
See a bitch with that, I'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like, dude, there's not even a scar from where it was. Like, it's just
I that
gone.
bitch like, what? No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. And ain't no bitch getting close enough to my butthole for that to matter. Thank you.
Right, true.
Ain't no bitch eating my ass. Ain't no bitch fingering my butt. So... Dude, because I didn't get the
That's
video
wild.
last week, fucking when me and Claudio recorded, we were talking about Mary because he like bumped into her at like a shoe store or something,
Oh, fire.
and fucking he was saying something and
DTLR.
and like he wasn't wording himself correctly, so he says, "Me and Mary, we did a bunch of wild shit, like just out of the blue, and just like And he was trying to say that like they would just do like spontaneous shit, like going out and going to random places.
Just doing
but he
shit.
made it sound very fucking suggestive.
Yeah.
And I just looked straight at the camera and I went,
Right.
and fucking he stopped talking to giggle about it because he couldn't help himself.
Because, like, yeah,
and
that's
the
all-
camera didn't fucking work, so it wasn't in it. Dude, I was so sad.
Damn.
I was so sad.
That was just a piece of history, man. You missed out on that because the shit didn't work. Damn.
Yeah, just absolutely tragic.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that old Camry.
Fucking, I thought I had found a new like co-host. I thought Aiden was gonna be like a regular.
And they gonna pop up. He gonna be
No,
up
he's
there?
not.
Oh,
Because
damn.
like he came over
No, he's
came
not.
over the first time.
Okay.
We recorded for 2.5 hours.
Fire.
He was ecstatic the whole time. He was having a blast. When we finished it, it was like 8 o'clock, and he was like, "Dude, I'm down to record another one like right now."
Yeah.
Like
Ooh, back to
we
back.
were out there chilling and shit for like 10 minutes. He's like, "Guys, we should just record another one.
Just another
Fuck
one.
it, come
Back
on."
to back.
And I was like, "We can later this week. I'm off like 2 more days.
Yeah,
You
he
can
was,
come
like,
over
right there.
whenever." And then he was like, "Okay, let me know." And then like I texted him
That nigga ready.
because I knew Easter was coming, and I was like, "I assume you're probably gonna be busy on Easter. You want to record the day after?" He's like, "I'll let you know." And then the next day, I ended up playing Apex. Like he joined up on me while I was playing Apex.
Hell yeah.
And I was just like, "You want to record today?" And he was just like, yeah, I don't know yet because I'm supposed to be going to the gym." I was like, "All right, well, just let me know."
Right.
Like, the gym takes all day.
Hey, I'ma just
You're
stay in the
sitting in the
gym.
house all day. It's a fucking Monday and you don't have work.
He in the gym, man.
Except we
game.
played for hours. We played until like when Claudio eventually called me and said that he was coming over and ready to record.
Okay.
It was like fucking 12 something,
Damn.
and I was telling Aiden that I was gonna get off to go take a nap or something, and then Claudio called me and Aiden goes, "Oh well, guess you know how to get off and you can play till 2 when Claudio gets here
Wow.
or gets there."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "So you're willing to sit here and play the game with me until 2?
But not
The people
just
you're
come
supposed to
this
go
bitch.
to the gym with still haven't texted you.
That's facts. And he's like,
Just
2
come
hours.
over and record and like I'm not like heard about him not wanting to record a podcast. I'm just confused because he seemed so eager.
Yeah,
He
gonna
seemed
be in
like
this
he was
bitch.
so hyped.
He gonna be in this bitch, man. He gonna be
Yeah,
like, oh,
and that one got a lot of views. That was the one with 79.
Ooh.
That one like rivaled the one with you.
Oh, that's
you
hard.
and Ricardo. The BLM one got a lot.
Flex.
I don't know which one got more hours of watch time though. That's the comp.
I gotta watch that one.
That's the comp. Which
I gotta
one?
watch it.
Yours
No.
or the
Aiden's.
Aiden Vontae and
I watched
Claudio?
mine. I watched like 45.
That one was
was
real,
like, eh.
real shit. I actually think that was my best podcast.
I was like, it's pretty chill.
I think the one with Aiden and Vontae and
Wait, it's pretty
Claudio was the funniest one I've done.
Of course.
I think like we were just like
that bitch
I was
riffing.
doing my best at not being like serious and like I was just joking with them and
course.
bullshit. I want Zach to come in here. Like
It's a fact.
Jacob and Nadia just went to fucking L.A.
Facts. They out in LA for a fucking wedding.
They're
or some
back.
shit?
They're back.
Oh, they're back from
Yeah,
LA.
they were
Oh yeah, I was on the game and shit. What
they
the fuck?
went out for a baby shower. Or
Ooh.
not they were planning a vacation and our one friend was having a baby shower. So he invited them to go. So they're like, "All right, destination picked." And they went to LA
Yeah.
and something switched up with the fucking baby shower because like his girl had to go to the hospital for something.
For the baby.
Yeah, and then it was like a couple hours later and then by the way, she's Mexican. She doesn't speak English.
Wow.
And
Oh shit.
she speaks like a little like
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And then Noah doesn't speak Spanish, but he can understand a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Little bit.
And so
Little bit.
he's marrying her and having a kid with her.
Okay.
And he's a military dude, so you can kind of get the picture of how this
Yeah.
fell into place. And none of his family was there. It was just her family at this baby shower, who are all Mexican and almost none of them speak English.
Wow.
And he, like, 2 days after Jacob and Nadia got home, Noah texted Jacob and was like, "How come you guys didn't stay at the baby shower longer?"
Right. It's like, what the fuck?
They stayed for 2 hours.
Oh, damn. That's long enough. To some people that don't speak English, this is like
In a giant fucking Mexican party that's going to
Yeah.
go until 2 a.m. with you guys drinking.
yeah, like
Because Mexicans celebrate everything till 2 in the morning.
no. Right, we're out of here.
Christmas, 15-year-old girls' birthday parties, fucking baby
Yeah.
showers, weddings, fucking all of them.
They in them bitches.
They party.
They party.
But like,
Modelo dame.
bro, your family didn't even come out here. And you get mad at this dude for not staying there longer?
That's true. He probably was just like, damn.
And he asked Jacob for money.
Oh, that's crazy. Now that's an extra little whoa.
It's like, dude, I'm on vacation.
Right? Yeah. You said come out here. So I'm out here. Can I get some cash? Huh?
So, you know,
Yeah,
Jacob
that's
didn't
the-
get no pictures of homeless people.
Yeah,
I
that's the
wanted
worst
that
part.
so bad.
That's the worst part.
And he was talking about, he's like, I could have lived with them if I wanted to. I was like, you basically did. They were everywhere you were. You lived with them. He's like, they wouldn't want me taking pictures. I was like, why not?
For real. Like, what's up? They just chilling. They just laying down and shit, sleeping.
They're collecting like $1,400 a month just fucking smoking crack.
For real. Picking up cans and shit. What's up, bro? How you
No,
doing?
out there, you don't
Get
even
like
have
$1
to. They
for-
get paid to be homeless.
Huh?
In LA, you get paid to be homeless. Why do you think so many people go there?
I thought people was
There's
just
actual
homeless.
government benefits for being
I
homeless.
thought people was just homeless. I thought people was
No. Like there's actual like Vice documentaries of like people who moved there to be homeless because they didn't want to get a job and they didn't like they were getting like kicked out of their parents' house or something. Wow. So they were like, so I said fuck it. I was like, well, in LA they're gonna pay me to like be on the street and the weather's not that bad, so like I just got a tent and I developed a heroin addiction because like the guy in the tent next to me, he like has heroin, but
What?
Yeah, like there's actual documentaries about this.
So you get paid. So wait, no. So you just move into Los Angeles with a fucking tent and just like sit down.
and you get paid money. You sign up for like the online benefits and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like they'll sit outside of places that they can get Wi-Fi. They sit at like the telephone poles
shit,
with the the outlets so they can charge their shit.
You just
Yeah.
probably buying
They
generators and
live
shit.
as homeless people.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't
And
know
imagine
that.
you got like 4 people pretending to be homeless. You collect fucking what? Like let's say you're getting $1,100. That's $4,400 a month. That's not bad. You guys sit in this tent for fucking 6 months. Stack that. Go buy a
Stack
house.
that. For real. Just hood.
You spend half of it on food while you're sitting out there.
That's facts. That's it.
Bro,
We
Come
just,
on now.
Like for real, let's just chill out. Let's just chill out in LA.
let's just be homeless in
That's
LA.
the move, man. Hey,
Now you see why
Hey.
there's millions of people doing it.
you trying to stack up in LA with me? You feel me? You trying to
LA
stack up
money.
in LA?
LA money.
I would love to be homeless right now. Let's get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like get a heroin addiction. Though,
I wouldn't be
or any
surprised.
opioids. You
I
feel
wouldn't
me?
be surprised if I end up homeless.
Okay, yeah. I always thought about
I
that.
think I'm actually gonna end up like a homeless schizophrenic man.
Oh shit!
I
really?
think that's the end of my line. I think that's just where. I think that's just the logical conclusion, man. Watch that cat. She gonna bop your head.
Hey yo, what, bro? Huh?
I just.
That's really think you gonna like end up at, bro?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's just. I'm angry. I'm fucking. I don't like work.
True.
I'm just gonna end up homeless and schizophrenic.
get
The
it.
thing is, though, I'm not gonna be like a street homeless man. I'm gonna be living in the woods.
Right? Yeah.
I'm gonna be eating bunnies and shit.
Oh yeah, you gonna be extra.
I'm gonna
crazy.
turn into a Wendigo.
Yeah, you gonna be extra crazy. They gonna be like, what the fuck? You see you like walk through the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. That's me.
They're like, what the fuck? What's he doing?
Good.
Okay.
I was
I wouldn't be that type of homeless. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't eating no rabbit, bro. I can't.
You couldn't like cook a rabbit and eat it?
If I could like stab it, slice it, I was thinking about like just.
No, I was
That's what I was
joking. I was
thinking, like,
joking. I ain't
just
gonna
straight
eat
eating
that
that
bitch
bitch,
raw.
like-
Yeah, just like biting fur and
Yeah,
all.
no, I
like
couldn't.
you don't even kill it before you bite
Like,
it. You
just-
bite into its spine to kill it.
Like no, I'd be like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's just.
No, real is real. I'd like move to the woods and build myself like a little fucking hut and like
a
I'd
YouTube
I'd
channel.
spend my like final like $600 on like a good backpack, like a fucking bow and couple arrows and like a fire starter and like
Especially
a
a
good
nice
sleeping
place for
bag.
some deer, yeah.
And I'd just like I'd run away. Like I'd
yeah.
sell my car and like buy all the necessities I'd need and then I just go.
just chill out.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck is he at in the woods?
Living
Chilling.
my life, which I couldn't do in society. Which, granted, I think that's gonna happen anyway, cause like, we know the dollar going goodbye bye.
True.
Like, I think the actions of the other major countries in the world. So like, well, no, if the dollar goes gone, they're
Okay.
gonna replace it with something.
Yeah.
And I think they've already been pretty vocal about what
Social
they plan
credit.
on doing. It's gonna be like a digital currency that ends up probably paired to like a social credit system.
Okay.
So like you can't get access to your money if you're not like above a certain social behavior.
Whoa.
And I'm sorry, you're not gonna see me following
That's
that.
crazy. It's
And
just
when
like,
when the grocery store and the gas station
You're a bad
and
guy.
everywhere you go, you can't pay in cash because cash doesn't exist anymore.
wow,
I'm not living in that society.
for real.
Which
'cause
means
that's
I will
fucked.
be running away to the woods regardless.
'Cause you got to be like a just.
You'd have to listen. You
Right.
have to act like a Chinese citizen.
like a fucking bot for real. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, here you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Wow. What the fuck?
You know what's crazy is when like you bring up like a social credit scoring system to people and they're like, "Yeah, but that's like a conspiracy theory. That's not going to happen." It's like it's already real.
For real.
It happens currently to billions of people in China.
Damn.
Like, what are you talking about?
For real, it's a real thing. Get your social credit up.
Bro, like
Ding, chilling.
you know like all the videos you've seen on Instagram of like the pseudo martial artists who like will knock people out with their brain and shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Like
That's
and
stupid shit. That's
who will
fake.
like knock out like destroy rocks as they're like a 60-year-old man who's like flicking it
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and it just breaks miraculously. That's like a big thing in China because it's like this old tradition of their martial artists who would like lead like
To
a
fit.
village, and like they were like well respected in a village. Like they're most of like when immigration for Chinese Americans was really big back in like the 50s, I think.
Okay.
You remember IP Man, Ip Man, those movies?
Yeah.
You remember when he came
Bruce
to
Lee shit.
America and how like in Chinatown the martial artists had like a lot of say in what went on and like who
I
could
never
get.
actually watched the movie. I only watched like
Oh.
a little bits and preach.
Well,
little
his
fight
son is
scenes.
like trying to get into an American school.
Okay.
And the main dojo in the American Chinatown in San Francisco is like, we don't fuck with you, IP Man, so we're not
like,
going to
no.
let your son get into school.
Wow.
And it's just like, they had say, they had authority, and they were just these dojo leaders.
Right. And that's
So
it.
like in China, where they're all about honor and tradition and saving face, fucking you calling out pseudo martial arts is against the rules.
True.
So there was one fucking Chinese MMA fighter who's like, all this shit is bullshit. I hate them all. I will call every single one out and I will fight them one on one. He started doing it, started whooping their ass like brutally.
Hey.
Like they sit there like this and get whacked in the face. Like he just beat their ass as they tried to do psychic powers on this
Yeah.
man. And then he'd post it all over social media.
Wow.
China would take it all down. They'd destroy his social credit scoring system, and his social credit score, and then fucking to like prove him wrong, they like scheduled a fight with this big martial artist, grandmaster, who's like another old ass man with white fucking
That's
hair.
just raw as shit or something.
No, he was just another fucking fool.
Oh, okay.
But what they did was they made it a very public event, and then tried to stop him from ever getting to the fight
Oh.
by turning his credit score all the way down. He
Wow.
couldn't get a taxi. He couldn't get a plane. He couldn't get on a train. He couldn't leave certain districts.
Oh.
And you also can't like rent a car, buy a
Nothing.
house. You can't.
It was like, nigga,
You can't
no.
do shit. You can't go anywhere. You can't do
Wow.
anything.
Fuck China.
And then when he got there, because he had friends drive him, he took like 7 different cars to get to the fight. When he got there, they made him wear clown makeup for the fight.
Wow.
And he whooped that motherfucker's ass.
That's crazy.
So
They
if
did
they
all
can
that.
do it because this guy's whooping on pseudo martial artists, you think they can't do it because you're calling out the CIA being involved in 9/11?
That's facts. They can be like, hey, no, whoa.
Hey,
shut that
hey, whoa.
shit. Shut that shit down.
No more money for you.
Shut that shit down. Wait.
Get
the fuck out of that
dude.
house.
If
Stand
your
right there.
social credit score is too low, you can't buy healthy food. Like
You gonna die.
it's like if you went to Giant Eagle and you went to like the steak section and like the chicken section and you went to buy that and they're like, no. Sir, you didn't do good enough you didn't work enough hours this year for
Right.
your company.
Get
so
over here.
you got to buy the frozen meat
Yeah.
in the frozen section that's been sitting there for 6 months.
Right.
That's what you got to buy.
Wow.
That's also been fed Skittle wrappers.
God damn.
Grass fed my ass. Like that's an actual thing that goes on in China. Like when you go into like a convenience store or something, you can't buy certain food if your score is too low.
Damn.
You ever watched?
How can you check your score? Is it like a thing on your phone or something?
I'd imagine with all their facial recognition and everything, yeah, there's an account linked straight to you. But
I gotta check my social credit for real.
I think the movie's called Passengers. It's that movie with fucking Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. The one where they were like in the ship going to a new planet and everybody was in hibernation, but there was
yeah.
the issue and he woke up and then he woke her up. Fucking
Great movie.
that was like a big thing is that like he spent like a year
Thinking
just
about
in
that
it
shit.
by himself, right? And the entire time he was eating that like grain meal every day. When he woke her up, she was getting executive like fresh fruit, fucking she was getting bowls of cereal, milk, all of it because she had a higher fucking place on the board.
Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't notice that shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Social credit in a fucking movie?
Dude, it's called predictive programming. You should look it up. The CIA did a lot of research on it.
Fuck them niggas.
Yeah. Kind of like the movie about the train derailing in East Palestine, and then
yeah.
you
You
know,
told me about that shit. I still ain't watched that movie, bro. I gotta watch that. That's a banger.
just look up like a synopsis of it on YouTube and watch like a fucking 5-minute video.
That's how I be like getting most shit. I be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I realized that when you told me that that's how you do comics. I was like, dude, then you do that for everything.
I do that for everything. Bro.
That's one thing that used to piss me off when I would talk about like comic shit with Jameer or like anime shit. He'd be like, "Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I see the video." I was like, "Shut up, then."
Yeah. I would say shit about it. I'd be like, fuck it.
And it's craziest when like somebody would like try and debate you after they like about no, this is what happened and this is how it went. It's like,
I
dude, you
actually
didn't
read
even
the shit.
watch it. You're like third-hand information. I'm second-hand. Get the fuck out of my face.
That's true, though.
I'll second source.
Cause they
You
skipping,
third
they
source.
skipping past like pages and shit.
Yeah.
You actually getting everything. You just reading that shit like, oh,
I enjoy that shit.
manga.
That being said, One Punch has been a little crazy. They've had some. You know what we finally got to see? One Punch and Tatsumaki fighting.
Oh,
The psychic bitch?
Yeah.
Throwing hands. Like, she literally was going as powerfully as she could against him.
that's gonna be hard, bro.
And he was just like,
Season
are you
3
done?
need to drop. I
Like,
need
I'm
season
pretty sure
3.
he said like 6 different times, "Are you done yet?"
Wow.
He
He
was
just stood there.
She's like, how the... Like, she went to like pick him up and toss him one time. She's like, why are you so fucking heavy?
yeah. He's just like, no,
Dense ass.
no.
Trying to crush him, and he's just like, this feels cool.
That nigga just raw.
He's so sick.
He's raw. He's just,
so-
he's just the character that just wins. It's just like
Bro.
he's overpowered for no reason. Here you go.
Yeah, he's
Fuck
the
it.
GOAT. And then the fact that, like, all the other characters are so fun.
For real. I
Besides
love
King.
Genos.
I hate King.
King. That the nigga that play the games and shit.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah.
like, supposed to be... I want them to do something.
Like luck and shit.
Yeah, they don't got to give him, like, a strong power, but, like, make him teleport or something.
I guess.
That'd be sick.
I fuck with the luck though. It's just like luck. He just be winning.
I guess that is real. I guess that is a power. He does have luck.
Yeah, because he could have died.
But my
plenty of
thing is
times.
like, they haven't showed us any luck besides Saitama luck. Which makes me, like, questioning. It's like, where did all this come from before Saitama was
That's
around?
true. That's true.
Like, if that's the case, he should have been there when that fucking, when the
water
fish nigga showed up.
Yeah, that nigga, man.
He should have been there for that. Like, and that, like, they could have started out with, like, yeah, since King started, he's just been lucky guy.
What's that nigga name? The bicycle hunter? Got his ass whooped.
Moment Rider.
Moomin Rider got his ass.
Did you
whooped.
see fucking Fortnite's One Punch skins? They had Doom. Not fucking. They had
Oh, Overwatch? Yeah, Overwatch.
Yeah, I think it was Overwatch.
Yeah, One Punch. Yeah, I did see that.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because who was it that was Moment Rider?
Fucking Soldier.
Soldier. Okay, yeah.
That
That's what I
shit
saw.
ass. That shit was ass. I was like, what the... Except for Tatsumaki. That shit hard.
Yeah, Tatsumaki was okay.
I didn't like the Doomfist.
I didn't like
it makes
Doomfist
sense.
either.
It makes
Because
sense.
he's the bald guy with the fist.
Yeah,
But, like,
Doomfist. It makes sense, but it's just like, I don't like this. This
No.
is...
Genos sucked. It did not look good.
Wow.
Who was he? Genji?
Yeah, Genji, it kind of worked.
I didn't think it looked good. They should have just given him the jeans.
True.
Because they gave him, like, the weird cyborg shit, didn't they, for his full body? It's like, give him the fucking jeans.
That's fucking
He
crazy.
needs the jeans. He don't, you can make him shirtless. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but
You
give
do
him the
the-
jeans.
He needs the jeans. And, like, did they even have, like, the core in the middle of his chest? No.
that shit ass.
The hair was, like, barely blonde. It was more gray. It was...
Tatsumaki smacked up.
Yeah, because
That's
that
probably the
was
best one.
it. It was green hair, black suit.
That's it. Boom.
Good. Thank
Kuriko.
you. Thank
Great
you.
character too. Great character.
But yeah, that's the other thing. They was doing some fan service with Tatsumaki when she was fighting One Punch. I can't do that.
Okay, yeah. He got a little weird on that bitch.
Bro, there was this Twitter reminds me of this Twitter beef that this Ethot had like a while ago. Like it blew up all over Twitter. So I was like, what the fuck? And like I look, it's just some Ethot. Some little fucking like she's like fucking 24 or some shit. She's like
Ethot?
she's just short.
Okay.
She's like real small. So she does like, you know, cosplays
midget
of
chick?
short bitches.
Okay.
So she did a Tatsumaki cosplay with a bitch who's like 6'2", who was dressed as the sister.
Oh.
She got like actual death threats and like
Whoa,
I
what the
seen
fuck?
like
Was not
tons of
expecting that.
different like for like a week.
I was
I
not
saw
expecting
different accounts tweeting about this, retweeting, quote tweeting, arguing on threads about like how this is this is wrong and this is pedophilic and this is fucking a lolicon shit. It's like, dude,
Oh,
she's an adult
she's 24.
pretending to be an adult.
right. What's the problem? Like, what's going on?
I understand if you don't like it.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't gotta like
Death
it.
threats is crazy though.
But like to be like, you're promoting pedophilia, you should die.
no.
I'm showing off my vagina.
Right. Like what?
I'm wearing a green wig and my tits are out.
That's it. Like what?
What did I do wrong?
Really? What? This isn't pet. This is adult.
Like, if anything, Belle Delphine pedophile shit. Cause like
I don't know shit. I know she was like famous on the shit.
she got in trouble.
Face.
She got in trouble for some shit where she was I think she like
She got kidnapped or something.
yeah, that's the one. She
like,
pretended to be a kid and like the dude was wearing like the ski mask and kidnapped her.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
That's some weird fucking shit.
But
bro.
like
That's
she
some weird
barely
shit.
got any backlash from that. But this bitch dressed as like
Did she
a
get
hot
canceled?
midget.
I thought they like dropped out her shit for like a little bit or something, like deleted her shit. Or
No,
something.
she fucking disappears. Like that's her.
Same thing.
No, she just stops posting for like months at a time,
Oh.
and then she'll be like, "I'm back," and then Twitter fucking loses their mind again.
What the fuck?
It's always like that fucking like Misfits and like Swagger Souls,
Yeah.
Chad, like it's always that side because like they're friends with like that Mia Malkova bitch, and then like her tweets will pop up because
Right.
Swagger Souls and them will like it,
Right.
and then because they're liking her tweets,
Right, Mia
the
Malkova,
tweets
yeah.
she's fucking related to a Belle Delphine will pop up in the recommended when I get past all the shit that I actually follow.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. Man.
So then I end up seeing a bunch of like ethot drama on fucking Twitter.
Wow. And she was getting death threats.
Literally,
about a
like
fucking
my
little dress
Twitter
up.
is usually like ethot drama and Biden.
Cool. I fuck with it. I don't even go on my Twitter, man. I'm showing that bitch.
As you doing, I just got something to complain about. Dude, it signed me out the other day when the fucking feds signed into my shit.
Bro, I got signed on my fucking Xbox, bro. I'm like, is the feds in my Xbox too? Is that what you telling me?
Well, the reason I say it's the feds is because it was from Washington, D.C. Because,
Oh.
like, you know, Google will send you,
yeah,
like
where?
people from here signed
Oh,
in you.
shit.
And it was Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah, they in your shit.
And I was just like, who the fuck in D.C.
He's
is
getting too
taking my
advanced.
Twitter?
Get him.
And then, you know, all my drafts are gone now.
Oh.
And I had a bunch of, like, bangers just waiting to fucking be reworked. I'm sad.
It was like, that nigga speaking fast. Get
I'm
that nigga out.
sad, dude.
Get that nigga out.
Fucking, so now all I got is one where I was complaining about Jacob. Because, like, we got these rugs in the kitchen, right? These
Okay.
little mats.
Yeah.
And, like, when we first had the mats that, like, my mom had when she was still here, the cat would, like, run in there and fuck them up. Like, you know, cats be doing that.
Yeah,
scratch
scratching on
it.
that shit. Yeah.
So, like, she would do it on the mats.
Fucking it
And it
up.
was pretty sick that she was doing it on the mats because she won't do it on the couch or the chair in the living room. She would just do it on these shitty fucking mats, these
Yeah.
floor mats.
Okay.
So, like, Jacob and Nadia started buying, like, these shitty fucking mats from Marks every time they would go bad.
Yeah.
That way it didn't matter. They were like $5-10.
He was like, fuck
and this
it,
was back when,
it's a
like,
mat.
I was just paying them to go get groceries. So, like, I was paying for it too.
Yeah.
So they would just go get those. So it didn't matter. The other day, Jacob comes in the house. Him and Nadia are coming in the house with a rug. And they're like, and it's a nice new rug. And they're just like, and I'm telling you, if this cat mess up this rug, I'm going to fuck her up. And I was just like, I thought that's why you guys were buying
Yeah,
shitty
cheap-
rugs.
yeah, fucking
so that,
horrible.
like, she could fuck them up and it didn't matter. And Jacob goes, no. And Nadia goes, we never said that. Like, laughing as she says it. I was just like,
it's just like,
the fact that you, like, reacted that way
It's just like,
makes me feel like you're
bro,
lying.
your cabinet.
And I literally was just like,
Right. Okay.
okay.
You're
And
just
I
like,
just
okay.
walked in the
Right,
door.
you're
I was like, maybe
alright.
I'm just so insane.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm-
making things up in my head. What? Well, like, where the fuck would I have come up with that from? And like, what? You sit there and watch her attack
real.
the rugs. You literally encourage her to attack the rugs in the
Oh, nah,
kitchen
that's
every
just
fucking time. Jacob will be sitting there heating up a dab because every time he turns on the torch, Kitty tweaks out and she gets spazzy. And so she'll go in the kitchen and start tearing it up. And Jacob, get it, kitty butt, get it. Just like I do. And it's just like, so you've encouraged her this entire time. But all of a sudden, it's
nice
a
road.
problem. But me thinking that like you're
Yeah.
making a change in like the dynamic
For real.
is wrong. It's always been how.
It's just like, hey,
What the fuck?
Like, huh? No.
But like it's things like that that make me insist that my brother hates me.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's like it's a little thing that
Little
meant
bullshit
fucking
problem.
nothing.
Yeah, that's a
that
bullshit
means
problem.
nothing. But Jacob has to go. If she does what she's inevitably going to do because she's been doing it for almost a year now, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, that's a bullshit problem. That was just like, hey, let's just start a beef right now.
That'd be like me telling
That's
Jacob, if Draco attacks another fucking water bottle in this house, we gonna have problems.
For real.
Draco's been attacking water bottles forever. He's a fucking retard.
That's a great dog. He used to be doing shit. Jumping around.
I don't know, man. Shit's
Well,
confusing.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. Niggas just want to start beef.
Yeah, I think that's really what it
Niggas
is.
is like-
I think Jacob seeks conflict.
Any conflict, it definitely.
Oh, you want to hear something fun I found out the other day?
Obama is black.
So, my sister, right, you know,
Okay.
she got that fancy rich boyfriend.
Fire.
So, come to find out, he has, like, an investor.
Hey.
And it's this guy, Trent, who's, like, this autist.
Fire.
Who, like, was...
Just
He inherited,
deep.
like, $300 million. He's a trust fund kid.
Whoa, my
Yeah,
God.
he's just got money.
Jesus.
So, probably, like, the most money a person I've ever, like, heard of.
Yeah, because what
In
the
close
hell?
vicinity. Like, Will is the richest person I've ever met
Right,
that I
yeah.
know of. Like, this dude has millions to throw around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if his investor, is his friend,
Okay.
who apparently trusts him wholeheartedly, and, like, Will can do whatever he wants with his money.
Wow.
So, like, do you think the guy who has 20, 30, 40 million dollars to play around with whenever he wants isn't going to make 20, 30, 40 million dollars for himself in a few years?
For real.
When he's opening business after business after business after business, like chain businesses and shit like that.
Because you getting some money for free, it's just like,
Oh,
thank
and then I
you.
just give you it back when
Yeah.
I
Get that
make
shit
that
back?
money
Yeah.
this year.
What?
Okay. So,
Get that shit next year, then. Devil.
Jalissa told me a story the
Fuck.
other day. You tell me if this sounds like bullshit to you. If this is the story
Fuck.
that they told her,
Okay.
and that she believes. I don't believe it. It sounds like absolute horseshit. It's like, oh yeah, that's real coincidental.
All right.
So Will used to work
Willie.
on the Obama's campaign team.
Okay. Yeah.
Helped him get elected and shit like that.
All
Was
that shit.
heavily involved.
Okay.
Eventually stopped doing that and was working at a bar as a bartender.
Okay.
And then just so happens that this guy walks in and meets him at the bar, and they become best friends. And it just so happens that this guy has hundreds of millions of dollars for that he trusts this guy he met as a bartender wholeheartedly to just throw the fuck around. Now, does that sound like they said, we choose you, insert asset, or does it sound like a happy little coincidence?
It sounds like a happy little coincidence.
Yeah.
He just went to the fucking bar.
And he was
got
like,
a
"Oh
drink,
yeah,
man."
you can play with my millions of dollars."
That's what
guy
I-
whose ex, like your family used to own plantations. You're of Jewish descent. You worked on Obama's campaign team.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a random choice, a random friend I made at this bar. Get the fuck out of my face,
It's like, yeah, you're important. Money, do things.
dude.
Come on, Will. Hey, that's
And my
fire.
sister was joking about, she was like, fuck Will, I need to get my hands on Trent. And I was just like, Jalissa, I know that you're looking at the big golden goose egg, but, like, you got to think.
300
If
mil.
Will has his money to play with whenever he wants, Will's not just going to, do that for 10 years and get nothing out of it.
That's fact.
He's going to make his own with that. He's going to
cash.
have, like, maybe he won't have 300 mil, but he'll have 30 mil.
He definitely gonna be in the millions. Double.
So, like, come on.
At least 10.
At least double-digit mills. Like,
real.
easy. So, like, come on, Jalissa.
For real.
Stay
Chill
there.
out.
Get a baby.
Right, chill out.
You can loan me $1 million. A small loan of $1 million.
Niggas is like, chill out. Like,
Okay.
chill out. You chill out.
Chill.
Slow down.
Fuck it. I will babysit. I don't care.
Oh,
Will
niggas.
will pay me fucking $1,000 a week. I got it.
Chilling, like,
Bro, you know how quick I will turn into the male nanny?
Oh, niggas.
Yes, sir. Alfred here.
I love you, baby.
Yeah. I wish I could just be his assistant, man. Fucking.
Gotta send a resume, man.
Jalissa was telling me, she was like, "Oh, you're not gonna like it though. Like, it's not gonna be a fun job." I was like, "I don't care about fun.
Yeah, it's just
I
about
just
learning.
want to study this
Yeah,
man.
it's just like-
He is the highest fucking like financial, like social placed person
got
I've
cash.
ever met."
Nigga got cash.
Simply the way he lives his life is
real.
information for me to learn from.
Whoa, shit.
Like, oh, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. Right. This is what I should be doing in this time of the day.
Focus on
This is
this.
what I should be doing now. Like, watching that is good.
That's facts.
And then, like,
Don't soak that
when
shit
I
in.
watch him and I realize how, like, lacking I am, I'm going to feel bad. And I'm going to be
for
like,
real.
dude, I'm fucking shitty. And
Yeah,
then,
for
like,
real.
if I'm around him and being his assistant, the last thing I'm going to want is for him, this guy I'm looking up to view myself the same way I'm viewing myself
That's
right now.
facts.
So I'm going to work to improve myself so that he
niggas.
praise. Like, it's this positive feedback loop, Jalissa. I don't care how bad it
Yeah,
is.
for
I
real.
don't care if this nigga sends me to get coffee every fucking hour.
I'm there. What you
I'll
mean?
walk in the snow, baby girl. I
niggas
don't care. Dude,
stepping.
I just want to learn from this man.
Cause for real, just soak all that shit in. Listen to them fucking business.
Like, who's
Oh
the
my God.
richest person you ever met?
Bro, I don't even know. Bro.
Exactly. Like, until him, I
Nobody.
didn't even have a gauge.
Bro, nobody, bro. Let me see. Shit
Like, maybe, like, the president of CSU when we watch, and like,
I guess.
which I don't even know how much money he makes.
Or like probably like 80K.
No, I know the richest person we met.
Who?
Adam Savage.
Adam Savage. Who the fuck is that?
Mythbusters guy.
I didn't
Remember
meet-
when he came to fucking STEM, the Science Center?
I ain't meet that nigga.
You didn't meet him? I could have sworn you got a picture with him with me.
With Adam Savage.
It might not have been you.
No,
Might have been
that's-
Jerry.
Yeah, I think it was Jerry. That's not me. I don't remember no Adam Savage.
Yeah, the Mythbusters came to the fucking.
I missed that day.
How?
Sometimes you just miss that one day.
I'm pretty sure the photo with him is like in our yearbook.
Oh shit, really? Well, yeah, I don't remember that at all.
I met that motherfucker.
Okay, Adam Savage.
So probably he was top of the list until
wait,
Will.
Michael Simon.
Michael Simon?
Yeah, like
The-
the chef.
Oh, you met that man?
Yeah, I went to his it's like Mabel's barbecue when it first opened for my birthday.
Sick.
And my aunt, she bought like a fucking $100, not $100. I'm stupid. $100 fucking steak. So he popped
Sick.
out and he was like, "Hey y'all, what's up?" He's like, "Hey,
What's up with y'all?"
What's up with y'all? Y'all spending money." So I was like, "What's up, Michael?" So I met him.
There you go. Figured it out.
I was like, "Whoa,
That's sick as shit.
yeah, it was cool."
That's
I was like,
fucking
wow. I was
cool.
like, "Wow, that."
Fucking-
Damn, yo, bald ass head. I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." I'm sitting there,
You're so bald.
great for real. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
I'm gonna be bald one day.
Oh yeah, I want to be bald like in like 2 days. Oh niggas, cause my shit, bro.
Just that.
Genetics is.
I'm
what's
gonna
just-
be Saitama.
Oh, bro. You about to start hitting like 100 push-ups? and
I could
100
do that.
sit-ups?
I could do that.
And like, what was it, like 3 miles?
I could get built like Saitama easily because he's not giant.
He's not. He's
He's
just
just
athletic.
Yeah,
He's just like
that'd
you.
be easy. I could hit that.
Ooh.
I just need a little more mass because I'm too skinny, which I've been slacking on
Drink more
eating.
milk.
Drink more?
Drink more milk.
More than 2 gallons a week.
Damn. A week. Whoa, wait, let's pull back. Let's-
Like I
a
have to
week?
go get milk more often than I have to get groceries.
Dude.
Like I have to like go get milk like halfway through like, my groceries.
You doing a lot with milk, man. What the fuck?
I'd be killing it. Almost every time I get a glass of it, it's like a full glass.
Wow, like a
Just one of them glass ones, yeah.
wow. You drinking milk, man.
And whether it's, and then like cereal, cookies, and then like, you eat like some pizza, I'm gonna give me a glass of milk.
Whoa.
I needed to counteract that fucking pizza sauce or else my heartburn get crazy.
Yeah, I don't get heartburn because
I get heartburn like a bitch, bro.
Fucking pizza with milk.
It's for the crust, man. It's crazy.
No, bro, that's disgusting.
No, you're nuts.
That's disgusting.
You're
That's
nuts. It's
I've
not.
never heard that in my life.
It's so
not a
good.
thing, bro. No, it's so good.
It's so good.
Are you dipping your
No,
pizza?
what the fuck?
I'm about to say, bro, because it sounds like you're dipping your pizza, man.
No,
You say it
it's
sounds-
just like a refreshing drink to
Why
have
would
with
you
it.
want milk after
It's
pizza?
good.
That doesn't mix for real.
And now, like I won't do it with like the actual pizza, but when I get to the crust, it's like bite, milk, crust softens a little bit, but it's still got the crunchy outside. It's good.
It's like, I don't know. I guess because it's like a savory thing.
That being said, I've come to the conclusion I'm minorly autistic, and I got a thing with textures, and I'm realizing that that's part of that.
Yeah, probably. You're just autistic. You like autistic foods, man.
Yeah, it's
Milk-
textures.
milk
You know how
and
like people,
crunch.
like some autistic people get weird about like the way things feel on their hands.
Okay.
I get weird about textures in my mouth.
Okay.
So like slimy ass onions, no. Fucking there's certain textures that I like,
Okay.
and so
like
like
crunchy shit.
like shit that,
That
has
dipped
a
in milk
crunch,
shit.
but it has that sogginess
So, yeah,
to
okay,
it, like
yeah.
with the milk, like
Yeah,
the
okay.
way a perfect cookie gets in the milk,
I get you.
like that. That texture is fucking immaculate to me.
So that's why you're just in love with milk right now. You're just like
I
dipping
assume
everything
because
in
milk does it better than any other thing. Because like
I guess.
water doesn't do that the right way because it doesn't add any fucking.
Flavor, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like breaking
Whereas
it down.
milk's nice and calm. It's just like here's a little bit of some.
I guess, man. But with pizza, bro.
In what I've
You're just
the
asking
conclusion
for the
I've
shits,
come
bro. You
to
gonna
is
be
that
shitting
milk
yourself.
gotta taste different for other people. Bro,
Milk tastes like milk, man. Like it's cool. Like, it's cool. Like you feel me? Sometimes I take like a little drink of milk. You feel me? I'll be like, okay, let's drink some milk today. Fuck it. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
but like, is there ever a time you're like ill milk?
No,
Okay, so then,
but it's just like I don't understand. 2 gallons in a week.
bro,
That's crazy.
because I don't
Pizza
be
with the
drinking like
fucking
juice
milk.
and shit.
That's all I drink is water.
Oh, well.
You see, I don't drink juice. I drink water and shit.
See, my thing is like I'll get to the like if I'm having a meal, I'll just be like, water's too plain. But like if I'm just sitting around, it's water.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just getting a glass of milk while I got nothing else.
No, there's other things. Like,
Unless it's protein chocolate milk that like I'm starting the day with, then like I'll go with that. But like,
niggas just drinking milk. in the
yeah,
middle
no,
of the
I don't
day.
just get a glass and sit there with nothing. Like I'm usually drinking milk with something I'm eating.
Ah, okay.
It's like a meal food, a
Yeah.
meal drink.
Which makes it even like weirder. Like, what the fuck? Eating a burger with some milk?
You gotta think, man. We already been over this. I'm a meat and potatoes guy. I'm fucking
Meat and
plain to the
taters.
bones. I'm eating the Mongol diet, dude. It's dairy and meat.
Okay, man.
You s-
Yeah.
Mongols used to whoop every other Asian's ass. I think the Mongols got it right
Shots.
compared to the motherfuckers
They
eating.
didn't get past that water. Yeah.
They
fuck
kind
them
of
niggas.
were.
Fuck the niggas ain't get past the water.
They
What
were
do?
kind of getting past the wall.
Kinda. That don't mean
They
shit.
kind of were just sailing around it.
Nah.
Fucking
That wall was cool and they chilled out. They was like, damn.
Khan was
chill on
bodying
China.
them. Khan's the goat.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
He got them bitches.
Genghis.
Genghis?
Genghis Khan.
It was Genghis.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh fuck.
Fuck him.
Yeah, either way, he had
But,
them bitches. Like he knew how to fight and shit. He like knew martial arts.
Dude, like
That shit.
the Mongols were like the guys who like revolutionized horse warfare. Like they were shooting bows from horseback,
yeah,
and like they
slicing
were
and
just
shit.
fucking shit up.
Oh, of course.
Like they just get into hordes of like thousands of men on horses and just trample an entire fucking army.
Wow.
And like Khan himself, like he killed like his first man when he was like 12 years old.
Ooh.
Like he was in general like a
He was a
murderer.
warrior.
Yeah, he's a big ass dude. Like he had. I want to say millions, but I think it was like hundreds of thousands of like direct children, and then he had
yeah.
like however
Spread
many
seed.
like millions of descendants from that, and like I think like 0.5% of the planet is related to him at this point.
Hey, that's fire.
Like yeah, like you're almost like a full percentage point of like the ethnic, the biological gene pool.
Yeah.
Like you fucking were in there, bro.
Y'all
And like
he was fucking.
dude, I want to do
Genghis
it the
Khan.
same way. Like when I hit like 70 years old and like
Start
I'm gonna
fucking.
die anyway. It's like, dude, I don't care about STDs. I don't care about none of it. I'm going over into Asia and I am just planting seed.
We in there. You get baby. You get baby. You get baby.
Everybody gets white, baby.
I'm out.
Pieces. And then one day I'm gonna die in a fucking sick sum with like 7 prostitutes having a heart attack, and it's just gonna be like, all right,
Yeah.
all right,
Hey, cool.
yeah.
My fucking name is, my bloodline is out there.
Yeah, like my seed
For
will live
real.
on forever. There's no
For
way
real.
it don't, unless everybody else died.
You gonna get resurrected as a fucking child, man. That's
And if they ever get to like the animus shit from like fucking
shut the fuck up.
Assassin's Creed,
Assassin's Creed,
then
man.
they always then there's no chance in hell they don't come back and find me,
Yeah.
because there's gonna be so many of them just carrying me in their fucking genome.
Wow.
That'd be
They be
tight.
like, yeah, that's true. They be like, look for you.
You know, apparently like
That's cool though.
genetic trauma is a thing.
Yeah.
Like
I heard-
trauma carries over.
Yeah. I heard about that. In like slavery and shit. This one bitch told me about it because she was talking about it, and she be, genetic trauma. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like, okay,
Bro,
it's
shut
not
the-
like that,
like,
shorty.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
It's like, you know, that shit's kind of like deep in there. Like, you know,
I get it.
comes
because
out
of,
in like dreams probably. It doesn't like really manipulate your behavior.
I get it though because you know, like slavery and shit was a traumatic thing for sure.
Yeah, and like the same way that like we were talking about like bitches getting fucking, you know, bred into Stockholm syndrome.
I swear.
It's probably, you know, possible that generations of slavery would affect the mental state of a group.
That's facts.
But like it obviously affected the physical state of y'all motherfuckers.
Bam, bam, bam,
Goddamn,
bam,
y'all niggas big. Heavy testosterone ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Y'all just be coming out fucking buff as shit for no reason. Ain't never like picked up anything over 10 pounds, just muscle bound. It's just like, how the fuck did this happen?
Just muscle bound.
Yeah. But
Muscle bound baby.
you know, y'all be rocking out.
Who wouldn't be rocking out with a muscle bound baby? What could you do?
Time
with
here. I was asking somebody this question the other
that?
day.
Muscle bound babies fighting.
Can you name like a major like a first world country and like city in Africa
Hell no.
that is predominantly African?
Nope. I don't know none of them.
Like the main places I can think of are like Cairo in Egypt. You got fucking Morocco,
Zimbabwe.
and then you got like South Africa.
Zimbabwe.
But like, is that Zimbabwe is like a fucking shithole, isn't it? There's no like major city, is there?
They chilling out there. They got like little houses and shit, like little huts. Little
Huts.
mud, like little mud houses. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like first world driving like Porsches and like, you know, hanging out like they do in New York
Probably
City.
just like Egypt. That's it.
And Egypt is not majority black. It's
True.
fucking majority
mix,
Muslims and fucking just brown people.
Brown boy.
Morocco, majority Middle Eastern Muslims.
Facts.
South Africa, majority white people who look like fucking Musk.
Let's go. What the fuck? There's more that look like him?
That's what all South Africans look like.
Ew.
Like if you look up South African people, it's nothing but white people.
Ew.
Like
That shit sound evil. I don't
Like,
even see that.
so
man.
like this is something that bothers me, okay?
Why the fuck? That nigga looks so weird though. Like he looked like a little
Oh yeah,
android.
that's what South Africans look like. They
Yeah.
look like strange white people.
like,
They
what
look
the
like
fuck?
white people who've been in the sun. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Raisins. They kind of look like Australians who have like a weirder accent.
True.
And
What
so
the fuck? That's a fact though.
I hate that like
I could tolerate Australia.
so we can talk about that like animals have different like mental capacities and IQ levels, and especially like we can talk about dogs
Mm-hmm.
and like how every single dog has a different fucking mental capacity, and how there's like the top 10 smartest dogs, like a lab, a poodle,
Yeah.
those type things, and then
Okay.
like a fucking chihuahua is a retard.
Yeah.
But the idea that humans that have been, you know, evolving in different environments and different climates are completely the same mentally, even though we have plenty of evidence that we're different physically.
Okay, yeah.
So this goes into like this theory that like has been pissing me off since I was a kid, and that like in our current society we try and separate mental and physical
Okay.
for some fucking reason, and that's a great example of it. That like we're willing to admit there's differences between us physically,
Yeah.
but there's not mentally.
Yeah.
When like mental is just physical. Like your brain is a physical thing.
That's
like
true.
everything about it is physical. So like
Right.
the idea that there's no difference in there, but there's a difference in like
mental is physical. Right. So.
like what?
Hey, Ray. Damn. Because you got to feel that shit.
But to bring up the idea that like different
Trauma.
races might have different like average fucking IQs or mental capacities or like modes of thought is like that's fucking racist. You can't say that.
Right, yeah.
Fucking
Like, you're fucking stupid. Every
But-
single one of y'all.
then you take a picture of like, you know, some African tribe crossing some old Roman bridge that has a collapse in it, and instead of them putting like logs or boards or repairing it with bricks, they have their elders climbing a fucking rope across it. Every day they go this path.
Damn.
It's like, okay, let's just remove the idea that the white man is saying this and that this could possibly be racist,
Fire.
and let's just think that, you know, almost 2,000 years ago, over 2,000 years ago, there was a group of men who built this fucking road, and you guys walk on this road every fucking day, hundreds of you,
Chilling.
and not one of you thought maybe we should just repair the bridge.
Fuck it. Let's not.
No, we're all just going to climb across this 20-foot rope, person by person by person. Not 6 of us at the same time. No, one person across, and then the next person across. Like, maybe, just maybe, there's a different thinking process going on in these people's heads
Yeah.
than the people who are, like, trying to go to space.
Yeah, that's facts. 2 different places. But we can still learn things from them people.
Yeah,
We
and
can
that's my
we
thing.
still
Like, I'm not
understand
saying that, like
like how to make, you know.
the thing that like
fire and
you
shit.
guys, I say you guys because I'm talking about like, you know, black people, but like
Okay.
the thing that
Oh
Africans,
shit, I'm not following at all then. I'm geek. What
The things
what?
that-
You talking about black people now? What the fuck?
we talk about Africans and like how like
Whoa.
their tribes,
Yeah,
like
and
these motherfuckers are
traumatic shit.
crossing fucking bridges that existed
Yeah, one by
2,000
one and
years
shit.
ago, and you motherfuckers can't manage to like
Yeah.
just put a wooden plank across it.
That's kind of hard.
like,
bro.
like,
Like, think about
and
that,
meanwhile, every major African nation is not predominantly African-led. It's like
Oh, fact.
white immigrants or Muslim immigrants. It's like, okay, this is a little weird, you know.
Yeah.
But
Muslim runs the world.
yeah, they
Become
be killing.
Muslim.
They be, inshallah,
right.
inshallah, mashallah,
Muhammad
Muhammad go. But yeah,
definitely is the go for sure.
it's just like, you know, maybe there's different processing going on in these fucking people. Like, simple as, right? Most of modern science and people want to accept that, like, human beings originated in Africa.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Africa is the birthplace of humanity.
For the first
Okay?
people.
So,
Raw Africans.
maybe... So, like, we have evidence that people left Africa
Yeah.
and lived other places for thousands of years because, you
fact.
know, this skin color is prime evidence
Facts.
in comparison.
My side.
So it's like, you know, we have evidence that people went elsewhere and lived different lifestyles. Is it... Just hear me out. Just don't get mad, you guys. Amari, if you're listening to this, I know you're a liberal. Don't get mad. Fucking, is it possible that maybe the people who left probably hundreds of thousands of years ago and spread out across, you know, seeking the unknown
You're just looking for shit.
and engaged with, you know, new conflict that their ancestors had never engaged with, as opposed to the people who stayed in the same spot with the things they've already figured out for generation and generation and generation, till the point that there's literally no fucking food left,
Yeah.
and you guys still refuse to fucking leave because it's just, we'll deal with this. Is it possible that you guys think differently than the ones who left? And that,
Definitely.
you know, the same
think
way
about,
that
like, the-
the
you
same
think
way
of-
that like a wolf that gets closer to the fire is going to evolve differently than the wolf who stays away from people.
True.
We get dogs, but we still have wolves. Like,
That's facts.
like, is it that hard to fucking? And like, I'm not saying fucking Africans and like, you know,
Just the origin.
other fucking cultures that fall into the same pit trap
Yeah.
haven't fucking like have zero to offer. Like, one of the most amazing things about like I think we see it here in America
Okay.
in our culture, in the fact that it's been heavily influenced by music and arts, and
Yeah,
that like
definitely.
we've had a big shift in that because of black influence.
Wow.
Like, black people and, you know, Africans,
Very rhythmic.
I'm going to make a fucking bold statement here,
Very
and I'm
rhythmic.
going to say that on average, you guys have a fucking
Very rhythmic.
talent and fucking, you know, what's the word? Like, you have an innate fucking ability and, like, drive towards this thing.
Yeah.
I forget fucking an aptitude for it. You have an
Okay.
aptitude for rhythm, for fucking emotionality and fucking the
Dictionary.com.
spirituality and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like, obviously that's not every fucking black person in Africa. The same way every fucking female isn't weak as piss. The average one is though. So it's like, you know, maybe the average white, the reason they can't dance is because their brain isn't wired for rhythm, it's wired for logic and reason.
Yeah, yes. It's,
Maybe that's why, you know,
where y'all can do the robot.
yeah,
facts.
we can turn into a robot real
Yeah,
easy.
yeah,
Processing is our fucking strong suit. It's like,
Y'all can hit that.
it's
that-
just
'cause
shit
shit
like
makes
that,
sense,
man.
yeah.
It's like, I hate that like you can't talk about shit like that without it being like a racist thing. It's like, maybe we'd have a lot more productive society if
everybody
we
left.
like focused on our strengths
That's true.
instead of like getting mad
weakness.
at the fact that this guy's doing something that like I'm innately not good at.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's facts.
imagine if I got like mad every time I saw Trinity dancing and be like, I should be able to dance like that. And the fact that you can dance like that, you shouldn't.
Right, like, what the fuck?
You shouldn't be able to dance
Start-
like that
start
because
dancing,
I
man.
can't.
I don't like that shit.
What?
Jig a little bit. Stop.
Tamir, how do you feel about the concept of reparations?
Of reparations. What the fuck? Like taking shit away?
No, like
Like going to jail type shit?
no, like fucking
Something about like a
the
punishment.
government just deciding to give like 40 acres and like fucking like giving acreage and money to black people because of slavery.
My nigga, what type of...
You haven't
I'll
heard
fuck
of
with that. Yeah.
that's reparations. You ever heard the term 40 acres and a mule?
What? That's a joke though, bro.
No, it wasn't. It became a joke because it never happened.
Okay.
They were supposed to get 40 acres and a mule when they got freed. Like, that was the deal.
Oh shit.
That didn't happen.
Oh damn. They was like, you gonna get this shit D free. Psych, nigga.
Like, well,
Son.
you see, we did some math, and there's a lot of y'all niggas.
Yeah,
And, like, we kind of just gave the desert to the Native Americans, so we really don't got any more shit land we can give
Like, it's
y'all.
just like we just
So how about
no.
inner city ghettos?
Y'all get to have Glock with switches.
Yeah, that's you know, we'll wrap back around.
Right.
We'll come back around
I
to
didn't
this.
know that though. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was just a joke.
No. That's why you hear so many fucking like rappers joke about it now.
Wow.
It's like, give me my 40 acres and a mule, bro. What the fuck you doing, white man?
Mm.
You playing with me? But like,
Wow.
my thing is like,
Damn.
if you do that,
40
so then
acres.
when does it end? Because then you gotta like evaluate everyone else's suffering and be like, okay, well, what are you owed and what are you owed?
Yeah.
What about Japanese Americans who got put in internment
they-
camps?
Did they write it down? The fucking like the 40 acres and a mule.
I think it was like in like the offers when they were starting to like conscript black people into the military and be like, if you fight for us and we win, you'll get 40 acres and a mule.
Okay.
And
Shit,
I
if it's like that, then yeah. Get them motherfuckers, the descendants. Yeah.
yeah, that I could understand.
Yeah.
Like military members, people
Hell
who
yeah.
fought. Like if you have the records,
shit fire.
like, and don't just hand the shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like be like, oh, we got it and here it is. If you want it, you find the evidence of your fucking ancestry.
Facts.
You go to this fucking like you go to the courthouse or something and you file for the reparations.
It's facts.
That
that
makes
shit right.
40 acres is fucking insane.
Right, 'cause you get
so
40
I'd say
acres,
like
like-
4.
No, let me get 40. I need 40.
Dude, do you know how many fucking...
I don't give a fuck how much it is, but 40 sound nice, bro.
There's like fucking
Come on.
60 million black people in the country.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's a lot.
If every fucking black
That's a
person
bunch.
gets fucking 40 acres,
Yeah. We have the USA.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so then what about Irish slaves? What about fucking
Is it written down? That's the whole thing.
I guess that's fair.
That's the whole thing. If it's written down, then it's just like it was like a written down promise.
Granted, that's on the 40 acres and a mule thing.
Yeah.
Like, they're no longer talking about the 40 acres and a mule thing.
Holy shit.
They're just talking about doing reparations and giving black people like $40,000 and shit like that. Just giving people like thousands of dollars.
So they're bringing it back, but like differently.
Yeah,
type
they're
shit.
just. It's like an idea that people are saying, like, we should get reparations. But it's like, if we're gonna evaluate your guys, and like I understand that like economically, majority of black people are in a bad spot because of the fucking like the long lasting effects of slavery and racism in this country. But it's like, there's a lot of other people who are dealing with other shit, and it's like,
Facts.
if you're going to give
them.
monetary value
Some 40K.
to these people, not even your suffering, your ancestors' suffering. Where then what?
what's up?
Everybody else's ancestry
what's up?
suffering doesn't matter. And what about people who are suffering today? Their suffering doesn't have a monetary value, and then it's like now you gotta fucking pay out everybody on their suffering. And then victimhood becomes monetary value.
so I feel
and
like
so
she
who's
should
not
keep
going to be a victim when you get paid for it? The same way people
40
are
acres.
going to be homeless because they get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
You think motherfuckers aren't going to be a victim because they get paid for it?
Oh, that's facts. Ooh. Let's double the check. Oh my God. Who trying to go to California and be like oppressed?
I'm sorry, Tamir, but in the society of losers, I'm gonna be a winner.
Okay. Hell yeah.
That we said we was
Go
gonna
to
talk about
LA.
Yahweh.
Oh yeah, shout out to my nigga. Yeah.
That's a good like. That's something I've been thinking about lately. Is the one part of the Bible where it talks about like, because I have a book and it's fucking why nations rise and fall and like it's all about the cyclical system that like nations follow, whatever nation it is, throughout all of fucking human history. We can see it. Like we do it. We follow the same patterns. We do this political nonsense. We build up. Money goes fucking wild. People get corrupt at the top, and then we fall. Happens everywhere. But I think like that Bible isn't that not the Bible. That book is not like going to be something that like gets carried on through generations, right? Like you're not going to advertise that book to your kids. I'm not going to advertise that book to my kids most likely.
That's
like
fair.
it's not going to be known. It's not going to be remembered by billions of people for thousands of years.
That's true.
So me and Stefan used to talk about this. Imagine if like you wanted to like before we put it together that this is the Bible, we were thinking like how cool would it be if like we studied philosophy long enough and humans long enough and science long enough that we could pull together like a rule book for humanity. Not even a rule book, a handbook on like this is how the body works. This is why you should live this way in your life. And because of these benefits, living this moral lifestyle is more beneficial for your literal health.
Right, yeah.
Not even, and then on top of that, you build social groups and shit like that. And you go through all of this and it'd be very fucking useful.
It's just like a guide.
But
guide to humanity.
people wouldn't fucking adhere to it. It
course.
wouldn't spread to the masses
hell
like
no.
wildfire.
It wouldn't.
So say you take that exact book and you shroud it in fucking like folk tales and stories of like what's good and bad and like these easy to digest stories that every year you read it, you fucking take more from the story.
Wow.
It's almost
Has
like
some depth to it.
that's the Bible. And
Wow.
like me and Stefan came to the conclusion that this book we want to write already exists. And if you look at the Bible, there's a lot of shit that airs inside of like science and how valuable it is, but through like mystic vocabulary. Like in the beginning when it's talking about first there was nothing and then there was light and God found that light was good. And through light, all life was born. It's like, yeah, the sun. No life exists without a sun.
Right, yeah.
Like, No life will microbiology cannot start to form without sun beating down on a fucking celestial body. So it's like the Bible has a lot of things that are like, wait a
You're
second.
just saying this kind of differently. Like, yeah, well, okay.
Like there's one part where it says
Big Bang.
like it starts talking about creating the world
Okay.
and how at first there was the word and the word is the most important thing,
Just the
and
word?
through the word all things are created. Scientists currently are
What's the word?
scientists are recently like psychologists and psychiatrists are finding out that like our brain structures itself with language.
Yeah.
Like you can't understand concepts without language.
Yeah.
Like language is how we process
Understand
things.
everything.
And that's where like the biblical story of the Tower of Babel and like understanding all languages so you can understand all things is like this like Icarus story of getting too close to the sun. It's like you'll melt your wings, don't do it. It's like if everything that you know in your head, the fundamental building, like say every idea you have, every fucking neuron, right? Think of
Right.
it as a building block.
Okay.
If that building block's most like atomic form, like the smallest you could slice it,
Okay.
is word, is language, that would make sense how first there was the word. When you're born, first there is the word, and then everything that like you start to add to your repertoire of understanding is through language. So like when a baby is born, like you ever notice, they don't understand what they're looking at. Like you show them your hand, they don't even know they're
Right.
looking at a hand. It's all shapes and
Yeah, it's just like, what
polygons
the
and
fuck?
shit.
Yeah.
So my
What's going
assumption is that you know how like when people start to learn a language, they get better at understanding it before they can ever speak it.
Yeah, true.
Chances are children are starting to like place names and words to things in their environment, and that's where they start to be functioning and
yeah.
capable to interact, and then language follows that where they're actually talking out loud.
Wow.
First there was the word.
First there was the word.
So it's like
you like scientifically bombed the fucking Bible, my nigga.
dude, and it's like I'll just
Hey.
see quotes of the Bible like on social media and
Okay.
shit where people talking about, and then I'll just evaluate it through a scientific lens. And it's like this fits some puzzle pieces,
Like, yeah,
guys. This
that
is
nigga
weird.
talking for real.
This is weird, and it's almost like so if you take the Bible as less of a like a religious fucking oh the world's gonna end and we're all gonna go to heaven, and you take it as like this handbook to humanity, it's basically that same thing, and it's talking about how nations are going to rise and fall, and it does do that. It describes them as beasts.
Oh.
It's fucking insane, and how there's the final beast who's like all about globalist policy and getting all fucking countries to come
Oh.
together under one fucking title, and that's the final beast, and after that is the big collapse. It's like, seems awful
What the fuck, dude?
awful fucking, you know,
credit?
globalist society. Every fucking you got the
Our own fucking Pangea.
WEF, the World Economic Forum, fucking
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Klaus Schwab. They got like trillions of dollars in assets. They got fucking rights to like banks that control most of the world. They're fucking
Oh.
German economists. They think that every fucking country should be like part of one global society
Oh.
that these people at Davos and the World Economic Forum are in charge of.
Wow.
Like their policy should rule what countries do.
Right, so they just trying to be a dictator.
Yeah,
Wait, let's just be the dictator of the world.
it's really just so that they can drain the resources of every country and pull it to one place for themselves and benefit. Like Biden's part of it, Trudeau's part of it, the head of Canada, the French President Macron,
Helping
the guy
out
who
homies.
just raised the fucking retirement age 2 years. All of these countries that are first world and just so happen to be going down the fucking drain politically also happen to be fucking Davos members that go to these fucking meetings with the World Economic Forum every year. These
niggas
same
like, "Give me a
people,
bag."
these same people who are telling you that like the global climate crisis is going to kill us all
Yeah.
are also the same people who are fucking, there was like, I think 250 private jets that went to this Davos meeting,
Wow.
which all burn more fucking fossil, like put more pollution in the air in one like 4-hour trip than you could put in the fucking air driving your car for life.
Wow.
But Timir, remember, you need to cut your carbon emissions because you're fucking
Yeah, get
killing the
electric.
planet. Even though like 3 corporations produce like 70% of all pollution on the planet.
Right. What the fuck?
Yeah,
What, Ford? Coca-Cola?
I think Coke's a big one.
Yeah.
Nestle's one. Fucking, it's some manufacturer. But it's like,
Damn.
come on now, it's your fault. You, the individual.
That's facts.
You need to
Yeah.
start using brown paper bags at the grocery
Recycle.
store.
Right,
and,
for real. That's stupid shit. I hate them bags.
and
bro.
you got to pay for those bags.
Man, I hate them fucking bags, bro. Then when it rain, bro, it's just like, oh.
You ever have one that's too heavy and the handle just rips off?
Yes, bro.
Holy
it's just like-
fuck. Why am I holding a grocery bag that's going to, like, the handles
just
rip
rip,
off of
just-
it? And, like, it's not a hard fix. Just instead of gluing the handles on, have them run down the entire bag and
swear.
up the other side. That way the grip covers the bottom of the bag.
Niggas just stupid.
It's called tension and torque, baby
Like,
girl.
fuck-
Go to engineering class. Come on.
They're like, fuck it. Pull this bitch up. Schlink.
No,
Oh.
no, just a big old fuck you. Your bag rips as
Right,
you're
your
trying
milk
to
hurt and
unlock the
shit.
door. No, it's gotten to the point where I don't put my milk in those bags. I'll have 2 grocery bags and hold 2 gallons of milk with one hand.
Wow. 2 gallons of milk with one hand.
Fucking, I hate it. I hate it. I hate those bags so much. But these motherfuckers at
Recycle.
the World Economic Forum, they suck. They
Yeah.
want you to cut down your emissions and fucking.
I get it,
I forgot what I was saying that brought me to the fucking World Economic Forum.
It's just, recycling and shit.
I don't think I said anything about recycling. I hate recycling.
You hate recycling, bro? I recycle all the time, though.
You know, most of it doesn't get recycled.
I know.
It's like
I know. But I still do it.
it's corruption.
It's just to make you feel good.
It's just so that the people in the recycling industry can collect like millions of dollars from government grants every year.
That too. And to make you
It's just
feel
like
good,
the same
it's
reason
so
the
much
people who are in charge of solving homelessness will never solve homelessness because they get paid millions of dollars every year to do it.
They paying them to just be homeless, so you're like, fuck it.
That's what they've done. They're like, oh, I'll give these homeless people 5% of the $20 million the
homeless?
government just gave
And
me.
they pay me to
And I get to pretend that I'm doing something. And I made $15 million and spent
Bro.
$5 million on these couple thousand homeless people in LA.
I'm about to be homeless.
No, you want to be the people in charge of the homeless.
You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start homeless,
You think that's how the fucking ladder works? It's not a corporate ladder. You don't climb from homeless to
Yes.
helping homeless.
Yes. Because he's gonna be around and shit.
You just go start at a shelter. Get good at lying. Put on like your church face.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Start lying to everybody.
Oh, that's why I brought it up. Because we're talking about the Bible and how it's like this fucking cyclical thing.
Yeah.
I just think that the Bible describes like these cycles that we follow where we're gonna rise and fall.
Yeah.
And like
Which happens. Yeah.
we currently are in that. Like we are in the fall in America. I think anybody with half a brain can realize that.
Damn. I ain't got half a brain, man. I didn't even notice.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't even fucking notice what's going on in America. I thought we was cooling. We
We
still
are
got
not.
bacon.
Yeah, that
We
won't
got
last
barbecue.
long.
What the fuck? What's going on with bacon? What you talking about? Bacon not legal.
So the funny thing about livestock is it needs food. You need
Yeah.
to feed
Corn.
livestock. Well, that's the thing is most
Usually.
livestock doesn't eat corn.
That's why we
Because
just eat pigs.
most of our livestock eats grain,
like
wheat,
weed and shit.
particularly like our cows, our pigs, our chickens. They eat grain.
You eat some grass.
You know the 2 largest producing regions on this planet that produce grain?
Wait.
Ukraine and the Midwest.
Oh shit.
Ukraine is obviously not going to be farming anytime soon.
They're kind of busy right now.
A
They're kinda
little
doing
preoccupied.
something. Hands in the
All
air.
their farming age males are doing other things. And
Damn.
the Midwest
bullets.
just got poisoned by a couple million gallons of fucking one of the most carcinogenic and biologically poisonous fucking chemicals we've made.
That's true.
So we've destroyed the Midwest. We've destroyed farms. We've destroyed our ability to produce our wheat, and we've also just disabled the other part of the world that's capable of producing any more wheat. And then also the largest producer of fertilizer, which you can't grow anything without, is Russia with their natural gas. So it's like
Fuck.
when spring and summer is overtime here,
It's over.
how much food and just things is going to be left for these livestock to eat,
Damn.
chow down on? Like, for instance, like earlier this year or like late last year,
They tainted our
Logan
shit.
was going out to Atwood, which is down in like Amish country.
Okay.
And like you could buy a full cow to be butchered for like $150.
Ooh.
A full cow.
full
It's like
cow.
6 months of meat
Yeah, you chilling.
for $150. Do you know why?
Wow.
Because cow farmers
Okay.
don't have and won't have the food to feed their cows. So they're selling them at extremely low rates to butcher shops just so they can make any profit.
Whoa.
These are primarily like dairy cows.
No. Damn.
Yeah.
Farmers already got it bad, you know, having loans.
And it's
shit.
only going to keep getting worse.
Yeah, ouch. Damn.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a farmer.
Bro,
man.
real shit.
All right, P.
Out of everything that me and Amari were arguing about politically, the only thing that irked me was when he said the largest war since World War II started under Trump. The Ukraine war did not start under Trump.
Right, yeah.
That's the whole thing, is that Putin didn't invade anyone during Trump's
Yeah,
presidency.
Putin and them niggas was chilling for it.
They-
They was kind of homies.
People say that, but that's not, like, if you're the, like, that's like they say he was homies with Kim Jong-un. No, he wasn't. He made sure them motherfuckers felt threatened and didn't do shit. That wasn't being homies.
He was just like, oh yeah, I'm that
He
nigga.
made them play nice. That's not
Right.
them, like, being actual boys. And, like, I think there's two bits of, like, just prime fucking media that you could engage in to fucking see that. The one is where when he went to talk with Putin,
Yeah.
Putin like walked out and was like standing like far away and like went to
Yeah,
shake his
hand
hand
out,
in
yeah.
range. And Trump said, and yanked his ass to him and then shook his hand.
Wow.
He just yanked the president of fucking Russia,
Right.
who's like actually murdered people.
He's like,
And he's like, no, you're going to come closer to me for
yeah,
this.
I'm America.
Dominance.
Fuck, nigga.
Dominance,
Talk
bro.
about
And then
America, nigga.
the amazing clip of when he's with Kim Jong-un and they're getting ready to eat and shit, and he's like, the camera's got everybody, making sure everybody looks nice and thin, everybody looking good. Like indirectly calling Kim Jong-un fat and then smirking at the camera.
Yeah.
It's like,
That nigga's a goofball.
that's not like them being homies. That's him telling you, fuck around, find out.
Yeah, for real. I
You
got
see
the
what I
missiles.
did to these Middle Eastern motherfuckers? Do you want to smoke? Because I promise you, we ain't sending bodies. Because that was his whole thing. It's like, we're pulling out of war. We're not sending American soldiers.
Fire shit.
I will drone strike you from my fucking bedroom.
Oh, niggas. We got them shits ready.
We didn't, like, Putin didn't invade Ukraine during Trump. It was 100% during Biden. And,
Wow. We
like,
lost our fucking
did you hear
drones.
about the Pentagon leak?
What? There's a leak?
Somebody hacked the Pentagon.
Oh. Wasn't
Like-
it like a little kid?
Not a little kid,
Like
but like a teenager. He was like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I heard
And-
about that. I didn't really even get into it, but like, what did he find out? Did he learn some
One
shit?
of the biggest things that we found out
Michael Jackson.
is I think that's where those the evidence that the CIA knew about 9/11 and like did nothing to stop it.
Damn.
I think that's where that came from.
Okay.
As well as, and like I've seen that like 3 different places on Twitter now, so I know it's like getting picked up and
Right,
people
yeah.
are talking about it.
Like, what the fuck?
But the other thing is Ukraine's losing the war.
Why though? What the fuck? So CIA just wanted to destroy them?
They were trying to like frame someone else, create like a false flag operation or some shit like
Okay.
that. And
Or was Osama just a good guy and they was trying to blame it on Osama?
I could see that.
Osama was the best man.
I could see any one of those Middle Eastern fucking like
You had to cure.
top dogs who we labeled as a terrorist as like an actual good dude who was trying to help the people. The same way, you know, we talked about MLK and fucking Malcolm X. Like the moment they start preaching peace and unity, it's all of a sudden, okay, now we got to get rid of you.
Right.
But, you know, when they preach division and fucking strife,
Right,
it's
it's
like,
nothing.
oh, we can use you.
Right. Shit, we like that shit.
Yeah, keep making niggas angry. We like that.
Let's get in there. But
It's
hey,
just-
that peaceful shit, nigga.
Shut your
died.
mouth. Shut
What
your
the
fucking mouth.
fuck?
Shut the fuck up.
You trying to bring unity in this?
You
bitch,
trying? What
nigga?
the fuck are you doing?
Stop.
How
that
are we supposed to
fucking
sell
shit,
oil
nigga.
when everybody's hanging out having a good
Oh,
time?
niggas. Let me
Shut
get
the
that oil.
fuck up, you idiot.
Oh, niggas.
It's like, come on.
For real.
So,
Wow. Wow. Hey, shouts outs to fucking Muslim people, man. Shouts outs to the
yeah, they figured out math.
Muslims were the first people that figured out math.
They figured out modern mathematics
Oh.
so that they could point towards Mecca when praying. Like, they figured out, like, geological astronomy and, like, understanding that the globe was round and, like, where to...
Just to pray.
And not, like, north, south, east, west. No, like, the exact degree I need to face
Ooh.
to point at Mecca.
Wow.
And that's how Leif Erikson was taught. He learned from a lady, like, he studied in Constantinople, I'm pretty sure,
Okay.
and learned from, like, Muslims and that
Just
mathematics. And he learned, oh, I can chart the ocean with no land or fucking, like, sun
Right.
or moon. I can chart the stars as a guide.
Wow.
And that's
What
how
the
he
fuck?
found America. That's how Leif Erikson was the first, like,
Wow.
person to find America.
Shouts outs to Leif Erikson.
Leif Erikson's a goat. You know,
What the fuck?
Viking.
Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
Just
fun.
to pray?
Just to pray. So like that's
What?
like a great example of like how people can be processed differently, right? These motherfuckers founded modern mathematics, and instead of using it for like creating giant monuments or traveling the globe or figuring out shit and mapping, they're like, we gonna pray.
We gonna pray.
We gonna pray.
What?
And then white people got their hands on it,
And
and
it
they
was
were like,
like-
we're going to map the fucking globe and make trade routes and make bread, y'all.
Y'all
Let's
niggas
get
smart
money
over
up.
here. Y'all
Y'all
niggas
thinking, thank you.
Shit, I like that. Teach me that. Hey,
Yeah.
damn.
Yay.
Fuck, that's cool as shit, though.
That's fucking sick.
What the fuck? You just sitting there
See,
praying. And
That's a
like,
great
I know
example
I
of
am.
what I'm talking about. Like when
Pinpoint.
you say like history is like a lot to learn, it's like shit like that, man. Like that's just something cool that like you hear and you're like, what the
Yeah, like-
fuck? You taught Leif Erikson? He found
a
this
lot of
shit?
history
What
is
the
just like it's bullshit.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
oh my god.
But it's like, yeah, because then you
Cold
like you
War?
got to get into like the
Ugh.
political drama of like these fucking world
So that's
leaders
where-
sending each other letters and gay
that's
shit.
where-
And
okay.
that shit sucks. I understand that.
Okay.
I wish. You know what
I
I
can't
want?
even-
You know what I want? I want like
I'm talking about like just book history.
I want like a history game, like a war
Jeopardy.
game, like a war game where you get like cinematics that like display like the actual people and what's going on between them,
Mm-hmm.
and like OG Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Okay.
Okay, and you remember the Galactic Conquest where you got to capture each system and move through it.
Never played that game.
What?
Yep.
Okay, well, there's this game
Never
mode
played that game.
where like there's all this Star Wars
Okay.
systems, okay?
Cool.
And so you start on one end and a ship starts on the other end.
Cool.
And you got to like engage in battles on systems that they have or you have, and you
Okay.
want to conquer all of them.
Yeah.
And depending on how you win, how you lose, you get credits. With credits, you can buy more ships to spread out over the system so you can conquer more space.
Okay.
Imagine a game like that, but instead of conquering a system, you're conquering a timeline.
Oh shit.
And each fucking step is a next like step in history where
timeline,
you're
yeah.
doing like some battle. And as you move, the weapons get more advanced and things like that.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
have different shit going on. And then
what
they
the
just
fuck?
give you cinematics in between to show you the progression of time and the conflict.
Yeah, the
and, like,
history. Wow.
imagine like a fucking like 50-hour game that was just full of cinematics and just was like, here's a history lesson, dude. Enjoy playing this. In between your cinematics, you get to shoot, kill.
Right, different like weapons each time and shit. Like, oh, we in this time.
Dude, you play that game like 2 times over like the span of like 4 years, you're gonna remember all of that for the rest of your life.
That's true. You can be like, oh shit.
Okay, history,
Fuck,
minor history, got that.
Okay, I got it.
Like,
Hey.
imagine if the Crash Course history motherfucker made a video game.
Oh, niggas. He should do that.
You get to play as like Genghis Khan running around the Mongol Empire.
Killing niggas, whooping niggas' asses and shit.
Eventually, you run upon the Great Wall, and it's like, oh shit, arrows.
Dead.
Like, that'd be great. Cut to black. Next scene, the Chinese Empire thriving and flourishing as they move towards their next like big imperial war that you'll be a part of.
Damn.
Think that'd be shit.
That would be cool. Oh shit, we living through this. Do you get to like shoot like arrows and shit at niggas?
I would fuck with a game like that.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't play it no love. That shit.
Yeah,
pop
I know.
up. If shit pop up, I'm like, oh fuck. I'd be like, I might if this shit look
Like,
nice.
that's not a genre of game I could get into, but that's like if there was like a one-off, it's like
Oh,
I
yeah,
could play
definitely.
this and never have to play it again.
Or just huh.
And I'd be like, okay, yeah, that was an experience.
As long as the
Like-
combos hit like some Devil May Cry shit, that'd be hard.
An example is like fucking,
Maybe some Devil May Cry shit, that'd be hard.
like fucking Doki Doki Literature Club.
That's it, man.
I never played it, but I watched PewDiePie's playthrough.
Yeah, you fucked with that shit, bro.
It was so
that was
goofy.
your shit, bro. I was like, let me watch this shit differently, bro. I don't even understand what's going on.
Dude, half the time it made no fucking sense, and I was just like, I've never watched anything like this.
At
It's
all.
a novel experience to me.
It
It's
really
fun.
was. It really was.
It's just fun.
It's like, oh shit.
So like, I would just like a novel experience that is beneficial to me, and like, as much as history sucks, it's one of the few things that there's little like there's very little like evaluation you have to do to like extract valuable shit from it.
Okay.
Like with math, it's very specified where like if you push a math skill all the way and you learn a bunch of equations and shit, like it's still going to be very like limited in when you can utilize those equations.
That's true.
If you study like extreme biology, like it's not going to help you in your day to day.
That's true.
But like history
Right.
can help across like all aspects of your life.
Because that's
Because
history.
it's. Do you
It's part of
really
you.
think like Tamir? I know you're a man who praises your individuality.
You have history.
But like, on the grand scheme of like the trillions of people that probably lived before us,
yeah.
do we really think that we are so drastically entirely different in like our decision making and our interests than like every other person that ever came before? And like, sure, there might not be a motherfucker who's exactly like you, but like
Yeah,
this
definitely
person
similar, yeah.
has like a similarity in this way,
Yeah.
and this person has a similarity in that. Like,
Definitely down to like the tree. Yeah.
you can live so vicariously through history where like, okay, I like this, but I see where liking this leads. I need to
Yeah, type
like
shit.
you can do that shit. And it's like with something as simple as like drinking or something like, oh, I'm going to war.
Right.
It's like history helps on both of those.
True.
Like
Wow.
how much
yeah.
of science is just founded on history because, you know, we did an experiment and we wrote it down and now we have this information. It's like without the past, there is no scientific future.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, that's a fact though. Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know. It just history is a struggle for me because remembering shit, bro. I tell you, the mental is gone.
Yeah.
the memory bank is just.
I understand that. I'm there. Like I was almost done with that book and I can barely remember any of it.
What the fuck?
So like I think I need to start repeating shit more.
I start reading shit out loud. I ain't gonna lie, like a stupid ass kid. I be like, yeah.
I
I'm
heard
gonna
that
read
that
shit
helps.
Yeah, it does.
It helps with the memory.
Yeah, it really does. I be reading shit.
That's
out loud
why I
like that.
write my shit down. Is because I think like the writing
That
down
shit
will
helps
help.
too. Yeah. Oh, that's
No,
gonna help crazy.
It don't.
Really?
I promise you it don't.
What the
like,
fuck?
I remember concepts, but like not enough that like I can articulate it fully to you.
Okay.
Like when I read a book.
Okay.
But like if I watch a
understand
YouTube
it.
video, like I can grasp everything and I can like articulate, spit it back to you so easily. Be like, oh yeah, this is what they were getting at, and they didn't really mention this, but if you wrap it in with this idea, it
Okay.
unfolds into all this more.
Wow.
Like I can do all that. I read a book and I'm like, yeah, it was talking about like psychological stuff or something.
That's how my brain is in just real life, bro. My shit just be on some. It's almost something, bro.
Fuck.
Okay. Sure, man. That's what I'd be like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I fuck with the Bible though. Making it all scientific, that shit fire.
It makes it like less of a, oh, I'm becoming a religious zealot if I read this, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm evaluating something, like
for real.
something that has affected billions of people throughout history.
Facts.
It's like, maybe, just maybe, understanding this could help me understand a lot more people. And like,
Facts.
you know, growing
The only
up,
part I fucking read was the Revelations.
you told me that. Is
I don't
it?
know. It was
Which
fascinating.
Revelations is which part of it? What
It's
happens?
The end.
It's
the
when
end,
the
fucking
end
end
days.
of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Euphrates River's drying up and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just
You were
like-
like, let me get some fucking.
I thought that shit was cool as shit. Because when that bitch drive, I really want to see if that bitch opens up. If that bitch open up, bro, I don't even know what to do, bro.
You saw what happened in.
Yeah, don't the fucking.
Where was
shits
that
come out there,
earthquake?
like, what?
the- there was an earthquake recently.
Like in Sweden, right, or some shit?
No, it was in.
It's like a 7.0.
I didn't hear about that. Fucking no, there was one in like I want to say it was in like South America or something.
Okay.
There was one, and it literally you see the fault line.
Wow.
Like it ripped apart, and there's like a 16-mile line that you can see from the sky
Hell
of
no.
just
Ooh.
yeah,
No.
where it just moved over,
It's just.
and there's just destroyed rock and land in between this two fucking parts of like just regular shit.
Yeah.
It's wild.
The Earth does that.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, on your concept of like it's splitting open. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
maybe it didn't split open there. Maybe it split open somewhere else.
Right, for real. Cause oh my god, if fucking
You-
little fucking insects start flying on, start biting me, bro, I'm done, bro. I'm like,
On the topic of the end days, you want to know something else that I read that was weird?
what?
Guess what demons refer to themselves as in the Bible?
Angels?
They and them. They, them, and us.
That's crazy. Nah, stayed away from them. They, them, us is the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I want to show you something.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to
hey,
show the camera.
Hey, I ain't. Hey, you can cancel me. I don't give a fuck.
I want you to see this.
I'm sorry. That's scary for real.
Because, you know,
Wait, like on me for real? What the fuck?
read the Bible.
Dude, I'm reading the Bible on niggas. What? No, I'm staying. Bro, you said what? Oh,
They,
I'm
them,
sorry.
us, we.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I heard some weird Bible. I'm sorry. I'm not even religious.
So
that shit weird.
It's just coincidences,
That's
man.
weird.
There's something about growing up that coincidences stop being just that. You start being like,
facts.
maybe these niggas who evaluated shit for thousands of years maybe
You know
had
something.
some shit figured out.
Hey,
Maybe
yeah.
there's a reason why most religions orient themselves in specific ways. Maybe there's a reason why every society and religion since the beginning of human time has put strict restrictions on women's sexual sovereignty. Maybe it's because when you let them do whatever they want, they talk about killing their fucking babies and fucking
Yeah,
having
going
countless
crazy.
unprotected sex. And it's like, and this is a great example. This is something that bothers me. That like we're supposed to believe there's no difference between people mentally.
Yeah.
Women and men are drastically different.
Yeah,
Women
definitely.
do not think about things through a logical lens. They think about it through an emotional lens. A great example is I'm talking to my mother yesterday about abortion.
Okay.
Because like I
Hard topic,
I
hard
called her a
topic.
liberal, and she's like, "No, I'm not a liberal. Like,
Okay.
I'm pro-abortion and I'm pro-gun."
Hey, fuck yeah.
And I was like,
Okay.
okay. I was like, okay, but I think there should be restrictions on abortions. The same way there should be restrictions on firearms.
Yeah.
Same way a
Especially,
fucking
yeah,
a
especially on guns, yeah.
schizophrenic man should not be able to walk in and buy a pump shotgun.
On niggas.
The same way a fucking like a 32-year-old woman who is not any less mentally developed than she's gonna be 20 years later.
Yeah.
Is fully capable of deciding on having protected or unprotected sex and dealing with the consequences of those actions should not be able to just be like, yep, zero sexual consequences for my life, abortion.
Fuck it.
That makes
Take
no
it out.
sense. Oh, I should be
Take it
able to
out.
get 10 abortions in a fucking 2 months?
Whoa, now that's crazy. Now that's
Like,
crazy. That's a thing. That's not a
There's
thing.
women who fucking like are
Now that-
upset about the fact that they can't get abortions post-birth. Like I'm telling you.
Wait,
you-
wait,
that
you can
I
do
can
that?
show you.
Chill
No,
out.
they're
Oh.
mad that they can't.
Oh, whew.
Like I can show you clips where
What the
guys,
fuck?
where people will go, and this is a weird thing because it seems that like the largest group of people who have an issue with abortions is like straight men, and it's
Okay.
like, why do you guys have such an issue with it? And it's like, I think if you break down the
We
nuances
need more
of the issue, it
population
makes
in
more
this
sense.
bitch. We need more babies in this bitch. What the hell?
But like, bare bones, it's like, you're fucking aborting 30 fucking fetuses.
Yeah.
And like these guys will go to these fucking women's rallies or these abortion rallies, and they'll talk to them and they'll ask these people questions, and they'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, when do you think abortion should be okay? Why do you think that?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, the usual conclusion comes down to like, if I'm not ready, if I'm not financially capable, I should be able to have an abortion.
yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, what about like people who have a child and then they lose their job and they're no longer financially stable? Like, should they then be able to get rid of their child?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Wow.
and their
question.
responses 9 times out of 10 are like, well, sadly, you can't do that.
I was like, it's not a thing, so it doesn't matter.
Too bad.
Right, it's not
Like,
a
they're like,
thing.
we wish we could, but we can't,
we
so I
can't.
guess not. It's like, wait, so you're willing to push this as far as you
Right.
could? And it's like, okay, so if you pair the fact that, like, if you got a bitch pregnant, right? You want the kid. She can decide no.
That's facts, yeah. She can be like, nah. I'm
Now,
cool.
Tamir, say you don't want the kid.
Yeah.
She can decide, yeah.
Yeah, she like, yeah.
You have no recourse or no say on backing out of this.
That's facts.
Yet she has
All of it.
all of it. Not only does she have the ability to like deny you backing out, but she also has the ability to back out if she wants.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
That makes no sense. You shouldn't have 0 consequences and then I have all the consequences. It's either we both are able to back out
Right.
or neither of us are.
True. Oh, niggas.
And then you pair that with, divorce rates, which are the divorce rate is 70% in this country. 70% of marriages end in divorce.
Oh.
Okay?
Damn.
That's a lot.
Fuck.
Now, 80 to 90% of those divorces
Yeah.
are the women filing.
Oh, wow.
So almost all of them.
Damn, yeah. The bitch ain't fucking with
Now-
you ain't married.
80% of court cases
Yeah.
of child custody result in female custody.
Wow, of course.
Even though the man is the working one most
Getting the
commonly.
cash, yeah.
Did you know that women can cheat and then file for divorce and still get alimony and half
Chill
of
out,
his
wait,
shit?
for real?
Yeah, they can cheat and then say he wasn't loving me properly and that's why I sought this elsewhere. It's his fault that I wasn't feeling loved. And they will win that case.
I ain't never getting
Literally,
married on niggas.
Tamir, I promise you, the only way for you to win a court case for
What?
custody against a woman is if you can A, prove she's insane,
Yeah.
or B, prove that she's like a whore. Like if you have videos of her like twerking in the club and like doing trashy shit,
Everything.
you win.
Fuck yeah.
If you don't have that, you lose. You lose. Like my dad lost to my mom. It makes no sense. My mom is fucking clinically depressed, bipolar. It makes no sense. She was not financially stable. The idea
Damn.
that she could support fucking us kids.
Fuck, but they was just like, Mom.
And on top of that, she had no partner. She had another kid already where the father wasn't in the picture. And then my dad, who has a fucking girlfriend, who had a house, couldn't get custody.
Crazy. So yeah. They have all of it.
And I think that was like while my mom was in prison, she still won.
Now that's crazy.
Yeah. So
Your mom was in prison. She was beating some
my
shit.
mom went to
up.
prison.
She was
I
beating
think
some
she got hit with a burglary charge.
Oh.
But she was going to like whoop someone's ass.
Hey, yeah.
So like
Fire.
she was like angry about something and she like
Pulled up on him.
yeah. And apparently like the store was closed, but she like opened the door and came in.
Oh, just
and
to beat
because
their
she
ass.
came in when they were closed, it was like burglary.
Oh, okay.
It's some stupid shit.
Yeah, but she whooped her ass. Hey, good job.
no, she didn't. She didn't even get to.
Oh, boo.
She
She
just-
just got a burglary charge.
Yeah.
Ouch. Well, fuck that then. Fuck the
Yeah,
law.
I think it was like for like a year or something.
Okay.
But
Fuck.
yeah.
Then she got you and your little brother.
Well,
Well,
she
and your
had us,
older brother.
and then like when she went to prison, I think my dad was like, "Well, all right, I'll try for custody."
Yeah, of course.
And like he lost.
Wow. They was like, fuck no.
And I was like, wait.
It was like, mom.
So,
Yeah, why is that
so
though?
if the women have zero consequences for cheating, if they have zero consequences for deciding to marry the dude and having kids with him,
Yeah.
because they get paid out and they get to get paid out for the rest of their life from this guy.
Yeah.
If they have zero consequences for getting pregnant, for choosing to just have unprotected sex as much as they want,
Facts. Damn.
what reason is there for you not to be a whore? It's incentivized.
It's true. It really is. It's just like go and do
Now,
whatever the fuck.
are we going to pretend that there's not like a negative effect on your mental well-being through being a whore? Like, there's plenty of evidence from psychologists that prove
Yeah.
you damage your ability to pair bond having casual sex. Having a new person every week, like, destroys your ability to pair bond. It makes your ability to trust another person like 20% lower
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. Oh my god. Every time. Jeez.
Like, it cripples your ability to, like, trust a motherfucker.
Damn.
And like, obviously, like, it's an exponential thing, so like it'll obviously never hit zero.
Right,
but
yeah.
it's like you're
It's gonna be
getting
loads of bitches.
20 of 80, and then
Yeah.
20 of fucking
Yeah.
that, and then 20
It's
of
cracking
that.
down. Yes, it's cracking down.
Yeah, and it's just like, obviously there's only so low you can go, but it's less
Sure.
optimal than when you were a virgin.
That's facts,
when
yeah.
like the first person you ever met. Maybe there's a reason why
Yeah.
almost every single fucking person is comfortable accepting the fact that there's a special place in my mind for my first love.
Right.
The
shit like
first
that.
one is just in there. I'll never forget them. It's like,
for real.
maybe you're meant to not have more than one.
Right, yeah.
Maybe we're like Canadian geese and we're meant to pair bond for life. Maybe that's good for us.
Maybe it is. Hey.
Crazy idea.
Spread the word.
Yeah.
Find your geese.
Hey, Tamir, you know
Yeah.
how 70% of marriages end in divorce?
Damn.
You want to know what the 30% aren't?
What?
Or what the 30% majority, like 90% of that 30% fall into a demographic of?
What?
First fucking, like, first person, like the first person they lost their virginity to.
Oh.
Like, it's people who didn't have premarital sex. And they managed to stay together just fine.
Yeah, they just stay in there.
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
So,
Shouts out to Christianity.
now, you want to know another fun fact about single-parent mother homes?
What? That shit is just bad?
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, shit was
But something like 70% of people incarcerated are single mother
home.
single mother homes.
Yeah.
Did you know that statistically, single father homes produce like the same incarceration rate as two-parent homes?
Oh.
So
Right. So
single mother
father.
homes are the ones that lead to high incarceration rates. Yet our court system prioritizes women getting custody.
Oh, say
Is it
like-
almost like there's a labor system in our
Right, for
prisons?
real, we want some money.
We need people to go in so that we can...
Give it to them. Yeah.
Huh!
Become a shithead. Start shooting shit
Isn't
right now.
that weird?
Start shooting shit right now.
Come on. Don't you want to be a delinquent
Yes,
shithead with
get
no
it.
sense of
You
responsibility?
heard that drill music,
Come
nigga?
on.
You
Come
heard
on.
Pop Smoke.
Come on.
Fuck is you
Come
talking
on.
about?
Gang, drugs, and money, bro. That's what
All
you
of
want,
that
bro.
shit.
Beat that bitch ass. Punch her in her mouth. She shouldn't question you. She shouldn't ask you who you was texting, even though you were just cheating on her. That's not important. Beat that bitch
Oh,
ass. Like, bro. Come on. Like, Tamir, I love that if you just lay out, like, what's going on in society, just with numbers, it's like, oh, yeah, we're fucking our own mouths.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What the
Just for somebody to get some money for real.
And, like, as two people who, like, grew up in single-mother homes, I think we get it.
Yeah, for real. Definitely.
I think we
Hand
get it.
Hand up, I understand.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be in jail soon.
Oh, niggas.
The fucking
I've been thinking about it. I'm like, damn, jail.
Dude, I tweeted the other day. I was just like, can somebody just point me at like a pedophile or like a rapist so like I can just go to prison for justifiable murder and not
real.
something gay as hell like tax evasion?
real.
Because I'm going to prison.
Oh, niggas.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, for real. Kill like a pedophile. Yeah, definitely.
Like,
That helps the fucking world. That helps
how
the
many times have you heard from like bitches or like people you know talking about like a guy or person that they know Alarm.
Yeah, alarm.
Fucking what? Your work alarm?
Yep.
Fucking. How
I got
many
that
times?
bitch on every day.
How many times have you heard like specifically women, but like people talk about a guy or someone they knew,
Yeah.
like whether it be a parent or somebody in high school who like sexually assaulted them, raped them, did some shit, and nothing happened to the motherfucker.
Yeah.
They like still talk to that motherfucker, like interact with them on a daily basis. I've never known anyone.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone.
Okay.
I've never heard of anybody in like a close enough circle to me that I could do something about it. I pray for it. You
Right.
like if I ever found out that like some fucking cousin I had was
Right.
getting touched by her dad,
And it's like, oh, it's over.
I'm kicking in your front door and breaking all 4 of your limbs. Armbar,
Right.
and walls of Jericho. Bro, paralyzed, sit in a wheelchair, have fun raping now, retard. Drooling on yourself like a
For real.
fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, I've never understood, like, that makes me so mad.
Yeah, I get
Like,
you, yeah.
that'll make me mad at the person telling me the story. It's like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're like an accomplice to that motherfucker.
It's a fact.
If you don't want to fucking kill him or hurt him, go to the police.
That's true.
Like-
Something. Get that nigga.
Kira and Logan are like that.
Oh.
And I shouldn't put anybody's business out there, but I don't really give a fuck at this point. Kira got touched by her uncle.
Oh,
She had an uncle who, like, when I think she was like 15 or some shit.
fuck.
I don't remember if she was younger or older.
Okay.
But, like, she had an uncle who was, like, very vocal about the fact that she looks just like her mom and her aunt now that she was, you know, getting tits
Yeah.
and shit. And he was very vocal about this.
Yeah.
And then eventually one time he did something and he fucking... Apparently Kira told the family and they all told her, no, it didn't happen, blah, 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 that's not what happened, whatever. They all defended him.
Yeah.
But now he has a little daughter.
Yeah. Ooh.
And apparently Kira has pointed out and noticed fucking like behavioral patterns that seem like signals of abuse.
Yeah.
Has done nothing about it.
Wow.
Has done nothing. Hasn't told the grandparents in the family. Hasn't called the police.
Hell nah.
Hasn't went over there and talked to him.
the fuck?
Hasn't done a fucking thing.
That's a little kid.
Like if I
plus-
knew,
Right, and you been
I'd kill a motherfucker.
Right, like what the fuck? A little kid.
Like I'd attack a person in a way that me and that person would be lucky if I didn't just result in killing you.
Oh, nigga.
If I just ended up injuring you badly, we'd both be lucky. But chances are, like,
It's no
in
stop.
the middle of me doing it,
no stop.
I'm going to be deciding the fact that, nope, I don't feel like stopping. Because, like, I don't know if you've ever gotten so mad that, like, you're breaking shit or punching shit.
Yeah.
There's a thought in there where it's like, I could stop right
Yeah,
now.
It's just no.
No, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Some tells me that's how it's gonna go when I'm beating a pedophile's head into the cement.
Yeah. Well, you found your one. Hey, we can get that nigga no love.
I don't know him, and he's not like in my family, and like I don't have the evidence. It didn't happen to me.
okay, right.
If it happened to me,
Oh yeah, it's over.
it's like, dude, I know this happened. You're my boyfriend. Do something
Nah,
about
niggas,
it.
get this nigga.
Nobody
evidence.
in my life has ever been willing to do something about this for me. You do it now.
Lock it in. For real.
Okay.
Right? Like, what's up? Okay. Shit. You said what?
Especially if like you're a pretty normal acting female
Yeah.
and then you're just like, hey, by the way, this happened to me and he's doing it to other people now. Like if it was just happened to me, I could get over it, get past it, just never deal with it.
But
Now it's happening
it's a
to
cycle.
my little cousin.
Yeah, it's fucking
So
weird.
can you, my strong, capable male boyfriend,
Get up in there.
get the fuck up in there and do something?
Like, hey, yo, bro, what the fuck you got going on? Yeah, nigga, no. No. No.
Y'all soft.
Yeah, for real, because,
You know, just another piece
does
of
he know?
evidence that... Who, Logan?
yeah.
Yeah, how you think I know and Logan doesn't?
Fuck. Oh, so he not doing shit. He just...
You know, just another piece
Does
of
he be
evidence.
around him? Does he be around, like, the uncle and shit?
I don't think they hang out with them anymore, but like they're like 10 houses down the road. They're literally
Ooh,
around the
I'm
corner.
knocking on the door.
They're around the corner.
What the fuck?
Like they see, like they know when each other are home because when they drive, they pass each other's houses.
Wow.
They know when each other are home.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like,
Knock
it's,
on their fucking door. Go stupid. The fuck is he doing?
you want to come outside and talk real fast?
Right, like,
you want to
hey.
bum a cig? And as soon as he goes to light that bitch, sucker punch.
Stupid
And
ass.
as soon as you drop, it's stomps.
Right, that's
Stomps.
all.
That's it. That's all it is. There's no fucking, like...
nigga.
And you'll be lucky if I don't bring a bat, set it out on the post, and then bring you out there with the cigarette. And as you light that bitch, just pick it up and bring it.
Hey, Zachary.
Zachary! It's all right, Zach. You don't got to be scared. We're at 2 hours. It's over.
Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours, 5 minutes.
Fucking, yeah, I just, what the fuck were we just talking about?
Fuck, man. Don't worry.
What the fuck were we just saying?
Fuck.
Zach.
Beating up a fucking pedophile.
Yeah. Yes. I don't like that people were just okay with that.
Yeah, legit.
But
I've heard that.
the
Plenty
fact
of
that
stories.
Logan is just stand by on that type shit is another piece of evidence that makes me feel like he is
fucking pussy.
in his own like internal
Yeah.
psyche. He views himself as little and emasculated and
What the
less than
fuck?
others.
No.
And which is why he has this external bravado of I'm the big macho man, I'm the fucking caveman. It's all a fucking facade for the lack of fucking security inside. Cause like when he left that time, his big fucking beef was with Kira.
All right.
And then when he
she
came
was
here and
laughing,
argued
yeah.
with me about it, I told him, I was like, I don't think you actually have an issue with me. I think you have an issue with yourself and your relationship with how that issue with yourself.
He broke that nigga down. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
nigga, listen. Hey, you just gotta chill out.
Because like I told
Think
you,
about yourself, my nigga. Come on.
I had
slow
told
down."
you in that 2 months we had played the game. It's like,
Yeah.
that nigga ain't going to come over here and be able to
I thought he
articulate
was.
why
No
he's
lie.
mad.
I thought he was. He was gonna be like, "Hey, bro, I couldn't spell 7."
And I told you, like, there's no way he's going to be able to articulate it. Like, that's why he stayed away. Is because he can't define for himself why he's upset. Because to do that would to admit the insecurity. So he's never going to cross that fucking bridge. So instead, Jason's a bully. He's too mean. Even though every other time I've ever seen Jason be mean, ever, I co-signed it, agreed with it, said it was the right thing to do. But the moment it happened to me,
It's horrible.
it's the worst thing in the world.
No.
And by the way, it wasn't like if I'm bullying you, like if I'm your friend of years and years, and all of a sudden you get under the impression that I'm being too mean to you, that
Yeah,
I'm
like
being
what?
an asshole, are you gonna just like straight up cut me off out of nowhere
What the fuck? That's weird as a bitch.
after we argue about the number 7?
Right, like-
Or are you gonna be like, hey dude, you've been starting to be an asshole to me. And then when you've told me and I keep being an asshole and then we have a big fucking argument over the number 7, you're like, this is what I'm talking about. You're an asshole to me for no reason, Jason. I can't be your friend. That makes sense.
Yeah, that
Because
do,
you
okay.
told me, you made a point of it, and
Yeah.
I kept pushing the button. You've been 100% on board until all of a sudden nuclear eject. Like
Number
you
7.
nuclear ejected from your fucking Titan at full health.
I swear to God, he was like, "Yeah, no.
I'm gonna just try.
Let me just get out of here." I didn't like that, man. I couldn't spell 7.
So I'm under the impression that like when he came here and he was like, I want to talk and you just don't say anything. I was like, okay, go. I'm gonna get my notepad so I can write it down. Write down all my griefs. It's first thing. So what do you think made me mad? You just told me not to talk.
Right? Like, what? You asked me a question.
Like I'm telling you, not even joking. That was the opening. Like I sat down and he goes, so what do you think made me mad? What do you think I'm mad about? And I was like, you just told me not to fucking talk, Logan.
What the hell?
And like I literally looked at him. I was like, now you see why I want to have the camera on.
For real.
So that when shit like this fucking happens,
That's crazy.
I have like the proof that like, you know, I'm not just being an asshole and like winning the argument by being loud. I'm disproving you and you're just not adhering to
Yeah,
reality.
he was just like, "No."
So I told him, I was like, no, Logan, I don't want to answer that question. I want you to articulate to me why you're upset because I don't think you can. I have my own idea of why I think you're upset. You don't want to hear it. I promise you. But you tell me your conclusion is I'm too mean. I go, I don't think that's it. Okay. I think I am mean. I think you've been okay with that this entire time. But all of a sudden, when it emasculated you in front of your girlfriend,
It was like, "Damn."
it was a problem.
Not in front of my bitch.
Not in front of my baby
Not
girl.
in front of my bitch.
Not in front of my baby girl.
Be me.
Not my baby girl who's already expressed the fact that she likes to hop up the social ladder through dating friends of friends. Yeah. She met Logan through the guy she was dating, which was Dalton. And while she was dating Dalton, she was very she has told us that like in her own head, she was very aware and like down with the fact that she knew she wanted to fuck Logan instead of Dalton.
Wow.
And so she went for Logan and started hanging out with Logan and got Logan's companionship and then just stopped hanging out with Dalton and started fucking him.
That's crazy.
And it's like, huh.
Bitch got the
Maybe
move.
Logan feels insecure around his friends
Damn.
who are smarter than him.
Damn.
Strong. Like, time here. If you put me and Logan side by side and you say, who's benching more? Who's your money on?
Yeah, I'm getting Logan.
It's not the truth, though. Like, we can go back there and I can put up double everything he does besides maybe legs.
Okay.
Everything he does, upper body, I double him.
Okay.
Like,
So, yeah,
I can
he
put
was
up...
like, damn. He might steal my bitch.
You know, I'm inclined to believe
Damn,
that
man.
might be what could cause you to hit the nuclear eject. Oh, I can't be around you anymore.
That's
My
facts.
girl's giggling at this nigga
Right.
fucking insulting me, making me look stupid.
Right. She think this shit funny.
And so, you know,
Oh, you,
that's just where I'm at.
you think this shit funny, bitch?
I think he's soft. I think he's scared. And the fact that he won't go engage with this fucking rapist pedophile is another
That's another piece.
cherry on the
That's
top
a big
of
piece.
you're a bitch.
You gotta handle that shit.
You're a
on niggas.
bitch.
You gotta handle that fucking shit on niggas. Handle that shit right now.
It's not even just me saying it.
Cause that's wild as a bitch. It's
not even just me
bro,
saying it.
I heard so many bitches tell me that shit. I'm just like, bro.
Have your brother shoot him.
I'd be like, oh my god, bro, what's he look like? Cause I swear I'll pop off on a nigga.
I'd lose my...
Give me a picture.
Like,
bro.
if a bitch is pretty enough, oh, I'll kill him for you.
Pop off
Come
on
on.
a nigga. Oh
Where
my
you at? I'll fuck him up.
That shit is crazy, man. I'm like, dude. That shit.
That's
that
also
shit
the
fuck you up.
danger in false accusations, because, like, man,
That's facts.
we are so quick to just be like, I'll kill that nigga.
Yeah,
I'll rip his fucking head off.
Come on, nigga. That's facts though, yeah, because that is bad. That's dangerous.
But, all right. I'm sweaty. It's hot. That's 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Shift.
I think that was a good episode.
That was long as a bitch.
Yeah, I looked at it when we were at like an hour and something,
Yeah.
and I was just like, damn, we barely getting up through this hour,
Yeah,
and then
for
all
real.
of a sudden it was just an hour later, and I was like, whoa.
That bitch sped up. So it was like, ooh, hey,
Chef Spot,
chef,
episode 18.
Damn, this
We in
bitch
there.
legal. This bitch legal.
We in there.
This bitch lit. That nigga high.